Okay. Oh, mic check. Mic check, mic check. How we doing, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday indeed. I think I'll just leave the music playing like super low. And you guys will let me know if it gets too loud. Let's see. Oh. Hey, Frontier, how you doing, my man? Oh, so the chat is there from the last stream because of the software that I use. It kind of just like keeps a record of everything. And it does help for well, you'll see tomorrow. You'll see for like shorts and whatnot. Hey Jake, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everyone. Good to hear that you're doing great, my man. Lovely day. It's a little cloudy right now, but hopefully it'll clear up sooner rather than later. Let me actually see if I can get some different music going, because Frontiers is nice, but the techno is a little too loud. Let's go here. Play some Mania music. Mic is solid. Okay, perfect. Good to know. And if it does get too loud, feel free to let me know. I have everything at like a 25% volume, so we'll see. We'll see. But without further ado, let's get into it. As you guys see right here, I have the new Sega Japanese website up that has all the new character bios on it. Now, I've never done a tier list before, but I wanted to try it out on stream just to see. So we're going to compare the new bios that these characters have and then see if we can filter them out by which one makes sense, which one doesn't. So, you know, if you guys have any input, feel free to let me know. Didn't load, just audible on the bottom. Okay. Gotcha. Good to know. Yeah, and I was hoping that the bios got changed, but a lot of people have had issues with them, Jake. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out if we agree with them or not. I don't know how many of you have actually viewed the tier list, have viewed the bios yet, but we'll give everyone else like a couple of minutes to get on in. If there's any questions you guys have about pretty much anything in general, feel free to ask me. I'm an open book, as long as it's not too personal, of course, you know, but anything about how I do my YouTube stuff, anything about the channel, so on and so forth. But feel free to fire away. So with Sonic's bio specifically, okay. I know the Fast Friends Forever, that was the initiative that dropped the same year that Superstars was released, right? I don't trust Sega writing team to change anything. Yeah, they kind of just say, here's what happened. We'll go ahead and just leave it as is. So I hope that's going to change. I actually just found out from Chari5's video. He's an excellent content creator if you guys haven't checked him out. But he did he's doing a video right now, like detailing all of the history of Sonic. And he said at the beginning of it that they're still actually adding on to like the universe's history and everything. So it's like a work in progress. So that'll probably be updated at some point in the future, hopefully before the next mainline game, just so we can have an updated understanding of everything. Hey Redman, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Hopefully your day's going well. A little bit cloudy where I am. Hopefully it's sunny where you are though. Ooh, I know a lot of people, if you're asking about which one that people have issues with, Jake, it's usually the IDW team. But the main issue with the Japanese writers, it's not even an issue with the Japanese writers specifically, but the translations that I don't know. Actually, I don't know who the translator is, but the translations that happen between the Japanese and English is what causes a lot of confusion, honestly, mischaracterizations of a lot of the characters. And that's why there's such like a divisive line when it comes to how people think Sonic should be written, because sometimes the interpretations just get taken in a completely different manner than what they were originally intended to do. Hence why a lot of people will use the Japanese like stories as mainline canon, and like this is absolute fact. Yeah, I know you mentioned you had class today, but it's at least over now, right? Are you done for the rest of the day with all your classes, or you still have like one more to go? My thoughts on IDW Sonic. If you're talking about the stories themselves, I think the stories are good, but they don't have a nice medium of lasting too long or not lasting long enough. We were discussing yesterday about how I feel like the Angel Island arc at the beginning of IDW with Metal Sonic should have lasted like a little bit longer. It just felt like they wanted something to get people refreshed on the story of Heroes, or like bring in the story of Heroes so people could be like, oh, I know where this is going, kind of thing, and then lead with that. But it felt so fast that I didn't really enjoy it all that much. But everyone will always point to the Zombot story, and they're like, yeah, it's probably the greatest one, and I will agree. But as far as characterizations, I think, who's the best written character in IDW right now? I actually think Tails is the best written IDW character currently, honestly. And the reason why I say that is because not only has the Frontiers like dialogue kind of shaped where IDW Tails is going to go, but we're going to slowly see the transformation from how whatever he was doing in Forces to the point where he gets to Frontiers and he's like, you know what, I need to actually change what I'm doing. But he's already done that because he's been, I think, at the forefront of every major arc, I want to say. He's had like some important aspect or something important to do in those stories. So I would say Tails. Oh, Redmond, to go to your question, actually, it's about time to get started now, but we're going to talk about the Sonic character bios that just got revamped a couple of days ago and see how well that they did with updating them. So I have a tier list right here. We're going to go ahead and just put each of the characters into any of the categories. So it's either going to be they got it right, they're missing something like super small or niche, and that's probably going to be more so my personal preference and whatever you guys have to say. Passable is pretty self-explanatory. If it's like, okay, they got it somewhat right. Slight revisions, if it's like they need to tweak a thing or two in our opinion. Hell nah, because hell nah. And then, you know, the rest is just going to be one of those. We have the don't know enough about them. I know enough about most of the characters that they go through. Minus, I actually haven't played Team Sonic Racing. So he's not going to be in this one. Arium's not going to be in it because I don't know much about her. I didn't buy the Apple Arcade subscription. And the Deadly Six, I'm not even going to bother doing all that much. We can talk about them, but I don't know how much we're going to get into about them. And then why are you even here is going to be characters that aren't on the website. So we'll go like that. Yeah, see, the Angel Island arc definitely needed more issues. It just felt so rushed, and it's like, I get the lead up was supposed to be to the Zombot arc, but Metal Sonic is just a very cool villain, so I feel like he should have had a little bit more of a spotlight, and he did. He did during the Zombot arc, during that like mini issue where he dipped his vat into the I guess vat of Zombot juice or whatever. I don't even know what you call that. So he did get some of that later on. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Looks like a decent amount of people are in here. Let's start off. You guys want to do classic characters or modern characters first? Which ones? Place your votes right now. All right, we got one for modern. Okay. Got one for classic, two for classic. Okay, two for classic. Can someone help tie it up for modern? Or are we gonna start with classic? If we end up having a tie, I'll just flip a coin somewhere. If not, I'll find one. I think you'll be our no. Redmond might, yeah, Redmond might be our tiebreaker right here. Drum roll, please. Classic. Okay, we'll get started with the classic. It's okay though, Jake, because classic only has like 6 characters. How many is this? 8, 2, 4, 6. Oh, brother, what is going on? They don't have that many characters. So let's go ahead and do. I guess we'll start from top to bottom, and then go clockwise, or not top to bottom. We'll go clockwise. So starting with Trip. What did they say for Trip? Comments have a delay. Oh, I know I put it on low latency, so it might just be something going on with the delivery to the stream. All Let me pull the chat back up. Perfect. So for Trip, and I just finished Superstars not that long ago, so this is still relatively fresh. So let me see. Trip is a girl armored lizard who lives in the North Star Islands. We know this. Although she wears heavy armor, she is also clumsy and clumsy, mistranslation, as she often falls over because she can't see in front of her. He was ordered by Dr. Eggman and Fang to guide them around the North Star Islands. Now, as simple as it is... Oh, hey, how you doing, Talaris? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. As far as Trip, this isn't much to go off of because we really don't know that much about her outside of... I don't know if you guys have read the IDW comic that dropped for Knuckles. But she's not even the last like guardian of the North Star Islands. There's like a whole bunch more people that look like her. But as simple as this is, I think it suffices. So we're gonna put Trip in passable, I'm assuming, right? Hey, thank you. I like this stream layout too. I found it for very cheap actually, so I was happy with the way it came together. But thank you. They didn't mention the village. So going back to Trip, they didn't mention the village in the games or in Superstars at all. Like you just think that Trip is the last one, so her and Knuckles kind of have that connection, but they don't mention anything about Trip being the last one or not being the last one. The last Sun Gazer, I should say. But let me see if I can actually pull up the IDW panel. Comic. Let's see. I want to say I can just look on the Wikipedia. It's not going to show me, or is it? Yeah, she's not going to show me. Okay, let me see. The grabber. Oops. Oh, that's the wrong grabber. Hold on. Comic. There we go. Yeah, exactly. More lore in the comics. Let's do IDW. I think it was this one right here. Yeah. Yeah, I know it was something having to do with the grabber. I figured. So this is the Knuckles annual special that came out for his 30th anniversary, I think last year. And if we scroll all the way down, they never mention any of these guys in the game. At all. Ever, which makes sense because new game, new character, you don't want to bloat everything. Not every new Sonic character could be a Shadow. We have to remember that. And Superstars being the way that it was, of course, yada yada yada. But I'm glad that they actually fleshed this out because it means that they care enough to do so, one. And two, it means that Trip is probably going to be like a mainstay in the classic cast. I don't know when the next classic game is going to be, but this is something that they can always go back to. Should they ever choose to do so. So, why I was never mentioned probably has something to do with that. As far as the tier list, though, where is she? I thought I saw her on here somewhere. Here she is. So, I'm gonna put Trip in passable, once again, because we don't know that much about her, and she's kind of just so far. Besides, yeah, also besides Maria and Gerald, but to that extent as well. Besides Maria and Gerald, not everyone can be a Shadow, Maria, or Gerald. So true. Thanks for catching that, Frontier. Now, okay, do you guys, is he Fang the Weasel or Knack, or Fang the Weasel? Is he Fang the Hunter or Knack the Weasel to you guys? Which one? Because I have my own preference, but I'm not going to say it until I see what you guys say. I grew up with the very early Archie comics, so that may give away how I think or what I refer to this character as. But I want to see what everyone else does. Okay. Okay, 2 for Fang the Hunter, 2 Weasels. Okay. So I am a Knack appreciator. Hey Dombo, how you doing? Happy Saturday. That's actually 3 Knacks. I'm a Knack the Weasel kind of guy. But I do know that a lot of people were introduced to him as Fang the Sniper or Fang the Hunter. Actually, why is it Sniper and Hunter? Are those interchangeable for him? Hold on. Right? Fang the Sniper and then Fang the Hunter. He appears as both? He does. See, another case of like the mistranslations. But either way, naming conventions aside. A fast-moving bounty hunter, he's a Jerboa who was a wanted man and gone by many different names over the years. He's always trying to outwit his opponents and hunts for his prey with a beloved machine, Marvelous Queen. I'm doing well, Dombo. Thank you for asking. Glad to hear that you're doing well as well. Now, Knack, as simple as the description may be, I feel like there could have been more. Like it's fine, yeah, right. It's fine enough, but there could have been more because he's not the deepest character, but he's not just he's a guy who always wants to, you know, he's, how do I put it? The male equivalent of Rouge, but without all the finesse. That's the best way to put it. I think that's the best way to put it. So I think fine enough or passable is going to be good, but he's a much better part, or he's a much bigger part when he's combined with the other hooligans. So like Bean and Bark. So we'll put him in passable or slight revisions. Because remember, looking at it, it's like, I guess passable. Passable is fine. It works for now. Yeah, I'm thinking passable. Classic Eggman. This is going to be a little difficult when it comes to characters that have the classic and modern counterpoints or counterparts, but we'll see. So, self-proclaimed evil genius with an IQ of 300 who plans to conquer the world and turn it into Eggman Land. Commands a mighty robot army and searches for items with great energy, such as the Chaos Emeralds, to further his fighting power. Bean and Bark, they're actually not on the website list, but I can put them in on the tier list. So for classic Eggman, this is pretty much like it hits the nail on the head. Actually, yeah, no, this hits the nail on the head, actually. Because that's really all it is in the classic game. Sonic 1, you have the animals. Sonic 2, and the Chaos Emeralds, but Sonic 2 is more so about the animals and the Chaos Emeralds, and then Sonic 3 is the Master Emerald, and then Sonic CD, of course, with the Time Stone. So I think, yeah, classic Eggman. I think classic Eggman gets it right. Right? Yeah, and even in all of these, same thing, North Star Island, Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic 3, whichever. Also known as Dr. Robotnik, you're right. Welcome to the stream, Super Luigi and Daisy. Nice to see you. Happy Saturday to you. Eggman gets it right. Classic Eggman gets it right. Classic Metal Sonic. Super high performance robot created by Dr. Eggman. It is designed to look like Sonic and its speed is speed and power comparable to the original. He's in tune with Eggman's will and views Sonic as an enemy. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty simple for Metal Sonic. They did forget gens. That's true. That's true. I would like a new classic game eventually. Superstars did just come out technically, but I would like a new classic game in the style of like a Mania though. Superstars formula could use a little more fine tuning when it comes to like movement and how stiff things feel sometimes, but I would definitely love that. And yeah, I think Eggman definitely I think Metal Sonic fits in this as well. But it is Saturday, right? This week flew by fast, but it's also kind of slow. So I'm gonna put this man in They Got It Right. He's simple, not as deep as modern Metal Sonic. Classic Sonic, I got you. Let's see what they said about Classic Sonic. The fastest hedgehog ever, he travels the world at the speed of sound, fighting against those who threaten his friends, peace, and nature. Although he usually enjoys a relaxed life with his friends, he never turns a blind eye to Dr. Eggman's evil schemes. Yeah. 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 I will give it to him. That's all I can really say is, yeah, where'd he go? I just saw him. These classic characters really don't have much. I'll put him at the top because that's probably the most true. I think these three are tied though. Like if these three were only the main cast for all three games, like it was just a story about Sonic's trying to stop Eggman and Metal Sonic throughout Sonic 1, 2, and 3, I feel like it would have been like chef's kiss because it's just that simple of a formula that works. Yeah, the art style from Superstars, it is a little cute. He does have like little serious moments, but I get they want to not just stay in the like 2D art style aspect. Let's do Amy next. For sure, Redman. See you soon. So, Amy Rose, a lively, energetic pink hedgehog girl. She has a strong sense of justice and a kind heart, and is an ally of the weak. She punishes bullies with a giant hammer. I don't know if I like this because she does just because they don't mention anything about her affinity for the tarot cards, because that was a huge thing even before the Origins package a few years ago. Because in the manual for Sonic CD, I'm pretty sure it stated that, yeah, it did say, because the whole reason why she went to Neverlake was because of her tarot cards giving her the reading. So why she didn't, or why they didn't mention anything like that in here is a little strange. The cards are the biggest, like the cards are such a weird, like they're the biggest thing, but they're also not the most important, because up until Frontiers, she like almost never did anything with them. And yet in IDW, see, in IDW, she does it a lot more, especially when the girls go on that camping trip when Surge and Kit set the forest on fire. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. But I wish they added that in, because that was like the whole, essentially why she ended up in the story anyway. So for Amy, I think I'm gonna give her a needs slight revisions. And it's really just the tarot cards. Yeah, so we'll get to the, I know that a lot of people have issues with the absence of like her loving Sonic when it comes to her modern counterpart, so we'll get to that in a second. And the classic comics as well, yeah. So needs slight revisions is like the perfect place for her. I'll leave her there. Knuckles, on the other hand, let's see what they did to my boy. He is the guardian of the Master Emerald on Angel Island, a descendant of the Echidna tribe. It's a powerful spike. Wait, what? Oh, his powerful spiked fists allow him to smack enemies, climb walls, and glide. And although he may be stubborn, he is manly, trustworthy, and a reliable presence. Exactly. Exactly. For classic Knuckles, he is this to a T. There's no, as much as like we've done think pieces on Sonic 3, he's really just like, hey, you're on my land, I don't want you to be on my land, get out of here, kind of thing. And once he realizes that he can trust Sonic and Tails and Amy, actually, do they meet before the classic, before Adventure 1? I'm assuming so. Yeah, Knuckles is like super accurate in this case for the classic games. This was before the whole chaos thing and all that, so I'm gonna definitely put him in. They got it right. And then we have Tails, finally, for the classic characters. See if they got him right. Highly motivated and talented engineer, and the pilot of Sonic's plane, the Tornado. He can also fly in the sky. Okay. Exactly. Knuckles didn't want anyone on Angel Island, which is fair until, you know, after. For Tails, really quick, before we go to like placing him, did they ever explain why Sonic just started trusting Tails with the Tornado? Oh, that was, you probably heard a motorcycle in the background, Frontier. I live like on a main street, kind of, sort of, so. Yeah, and the window's like wide open because it's a little warm. Did they ever explain why Sonic trusted Tails with the Tornado from like Sonic 2 on? Oh, they didn't mention. They didn't mention how Tails and Sonic. Hold on, wait. Let's see. He supports Sonic on his adventure with his two tails and biplane. He competes for the Chaos Emeralds in the new setting of Westside Island. Hello. Hey, Nex, how you doing? Happy Saturday to you. They didn't mention. Oh, them not mentioning how Tails and Sonic met. That's gonna dock a few points. Where is he? Classic Tails. Ooh. That's not niche. That's not niche. I think it. Where does he go? I guess slight revisions. Because it's something small, but it's important to the character. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say need slight revisions. I can't believe they omitted that part. They got everything else right, but just the part about how they met. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, so they never explained the whole tornado thing. That's unfortunate. But the fact that, once again, they didn't mention that him and Tails are essentially long lost brothers, that's very, very telling. But okay, so classic characters, for the most part, I think it's like a B average, or like, yeah, B average of how they did it. So 4 and 4. Not bad, not bad. I wish I included more. Let's actually do, let's filter this out just a little bit. I saw Bean and Bark somewhere. Here we go. Going to modern, yeah. I'm gonna put Bean and Bark with Fang because the three of them being the hooligans and just causing mischief is kind of their whole thing. And then we'll leave it at that. All right. So let's do this modern characters first. I guess it's only right to start with Sonic, so let's go ahead and do that. So, Sonic the Hedgehog. Here we go. The fastest hedgehog in history, able to run anywhere at the speed of sound. He loves doing what he likes and hates crooked things. Although he can be a little short-tempered, he's also kind and cannot leave people in trouble alone. He believes that life is a series of events and adventures, and lives by his own rules rather than the rules of common sense of those around him. Interesting. He always keeps his promises and never betrays his friends. He's about his own sense of justice. Normally, he's a playful guy who remains calm no matter what kind of trouble he's in, but the moment dictates it but when the moment dictates it, he shocks viewers with his intensity and sharpness, like a completely different person. Yes? But something about it, hold on, let me reread it. This entire first like section is good. Yeah, okay. So Sarnak, you get it. It's okay, so everyone is in the same. I think if we're all in the same boat, is it just this section right here where we're like kinda, or is it something else? Because to me, it's just like this one little paragraph right here. Okay. And to be even more specific, it's like this one right here, only because of the common sense phrasing, right? Okay, so you think paragraph 3 is just missing something entirely. Okay. Like, he does his own thing. It's been proven time and time again in the games, in the comics, etc. And even in the movies, Sonic Movie 3 is a good example. He does his own thing. I think the main thing throwing me off is completely different person, or who you're referring to before. Oh, okay. So, did mention he's an inspirational figure too. He has fast friends forever. Mentioned it. You're right about that as well. He's like a beacon for his friends. When it comes to like a completely different person, I think it may be mentioning. Actually, yeah. What is it mentioning there? When has Sonic like completely snapped in the games? Because in the Archie comics, there was plenty of times where he just completely snapped. But in the games, yeah, that part is correct. I agree. I agree, Jake. Has Sonic snapped in the games yet? I don't think he's ever snapped in the games, which is crazy. Yeah, even in IDW, I don't think there's ever been a time. I'm not sure if they're talking about when they mentioned snaps. I think they added work. Cool, and then okay, so that could also be possible next. But see, in Secret Rings, it's he absorbs 3 of the rings. I think one of them is Rage. What rings does Sonic absorb? Oops. So yeah, Sonic absorbs the sadness, rage, and hatred. Hence, him transforming into Darkspine Sonic. I think Erasure Jin got all the other ones, which is why he was incomplete. So, I mean, I guess we can consider that him snapping, but that was more like a forceful kind of thing. But then you can also play into it as well. He didn't snap in the games. He didn't snap at Silver. Oh, you're right. Hmm. He was in Black Knight and Unleashed as well, yeah. Let me see what it says about the games. For Eggman's ambitions of world domination. Story scaled up to when the universe unfolds. Oh, really? In IDW, he issue 23? Oh, was that when it was issue 23 when Starline brought the Deadly Six to the world? I don't think Sonic's ever snapped in the game, but he did. Oh, okay, yeah. Snap at Silver. Starting to build up on Eggman. Is actually progress. That's right. Yeah, I wish Archie, some of the elements of Archie were in IDW. That would be nice. I don't think he's ever like. Maybe that's a nuanced thing that we're focusing on. I mean, because the majority of it is correct. We all agree. Minus this like middle paragraph, the common sense thing, like he ignores common sense. If they're talking about common sense in the way of like self-preservation, then yes, I will agree with that. I just think the wording here is a little bit wrong, but I think modern Sonic, I'm gonna chalk it up to the translation because they got most of it right. Are we okay with that? Or should I make a whole new like section for Sonic where they got most of it right? I guess that's missing something niche, but yeah, that was an insane scene when Antoine was in the hospital all wrapped up in bandages as well. Missing something niche? Okay. I was on the fence about it, but you guys are like saying that it should be. Okay. I'll take it. We'll circle back once we're all done with everyone. We'll circle back. Oh, that's an interesting theory, Sarnak. I agree. Because Tango does have a little bit of Bunny's attitude, where she can be serious like when it's really time to crack down. That's an interesting theory. I gotta vote for Big. Let's go ahead and do Big then. Let's do Big. Alright, so Big the cat. A giant cat that is laid back, gentle, and carefree. His hobbies are sleeping, eating, and lure fishing. He's kind-hearted and strong. He enjoys a relaxed life in the great outdoors with his beloved frog, but also shows her determination when friends are in trouble. They hit big, they got it right. Like, in the few times that we've seen him, he's really just always been doing his thing. So, Starline channeling Mammoth Mogul, you're okay. You're proving yourself right. I like that. I like that. They hit the nail on the head with Big, though. They got Big right. They got Big right. Yeah. I wish that there was a little bit more motivation behind Big, but sometimes, you know, once again, not everyone can be a super deep character, and that's okay. His life is like mine. I'm jealous of you, Dombo. I do say. I do say. All right, who wants to vote for who we do next? Big is hard to screw up. You're right. You're right. Somebody throw out a name. Front Omega? Okay. All right, then we'll do Tails after Omega. Frontier beat you guys to it by just a second. All right. Final batch of E-Series robots created by Dr. Eggman. Yes. And he's the strongest of them all, also confirmed. Its arm parts can be transformed into various weapons, and it can annihilate enemies with overwhelming firepower. Having been sealed away for a long time since its completion, Omega has a strong hatred for its creator. Correct. His goal is to destroy all of Eggman's mechas to prove that he is the strongest and take revenge on Dr. Eggman. Yes. I do want to say, however, I kind of hate how one-dimensional Omega is. And I'm on record saying this in, I want to say, my Shadow Generations video. But I kind of hate how one-dimensional he is, because there's like a whole thing to unpack there. Like, obviously we don't know when Omega was built. It's correct, yeah, his bio is 100% correct, but we don't know exactly when Omega was built. We just know it was sometime between, let's say, the end of Sonic Adventure 1 and the beginning of Heroes, because that's like the easiest like time frame to go with. But I feel as though Omega, see, that's the thing, it's like he is a robot, he's a robot, but it's like, what purpose did Eggman have to create anything after Gamma and like those first series? So like E100 to, I think Gamma was like E10, what was Gamma? E105, E104, something like that. Like, what purpose did he have to create the E-Series robots after the fact? It's like, I feel like we're missing a little bit. We're missing a little bit. But I'm gonna put him in its right, because it is. Let me see. If I were the right, good connection. Oh, okay. I like that next. I like that idea. Like, Big can somehow be connected to like a guardian of nature kind of thing. Okay. Always potential for a rogue AI. It's be more than a killing machine. Yeah, see, Omega always seems like there's something more to him. Once again, he is a robot, like Frontier said, so it's a little hard to go back and retroactively write for that. But I think they get it right for the most part. Hopefully there is more to him eventually, but if not, then I mean, him just being the funny robot guy is always fine. Because I think aside from Metal Sonic, he's the longest standing, oh, and General, but he's the longest standing robot that we've had for quite a while. Yeah, definitely a lack of layers in multiple places. And then you guys said Tails as well, right? Okay. See if they did Tails any better. Longer bio, so that's good. His real name is Miles Prower. We know this. Commonly known as Tails. He is a kind-hearted baby fox with two tails. He can fly by spinning his tails, and he loves tinkering with machines, developing all kinds of mecha. Correct. When he was being bullied for having... Wait, okay, time out. When he was being bullied for having two tails, he happened to meet Sonic and was inspired by his running style, and before he knew it, he was chasing after him. Since then, he has had many adventures with Sonic and gained courage and confidence. Although he's a cute little brother to Sonic, Tails hopes to become someone Sonic can rely on someday. With his mechanical skills and excellent intelligence, he supports Sonic in many ways, making him the best partner. Okay, issues all over the place. And that's... not with what they said, but what character they gave it to. That is... one, I mean, like, he's like 8 years old, so technically a baby, I guess, by Fox years. But... why would they give this to modern Tails? It's correct, yeah. But like, why would they give it to modern Tails and then give classic Tails something to put him in needs slight revisions? Exactly. It's like, where did all of this go? Sarnet gets it. It's right for all the wrong reasons. Exactly. Yes. But reluctantly, I mean, in modern Tails, yeah, modern Tails is only getting his spine back. But to be fair, classic Tails in Generations was in the same predicament where he was like scared of the Time Eater whenever it popped up. So it's not like too out of the realm of possibility. they definitely gave the wrong bios to the wrong characters because there's a lot more they could have added for modern Tales. But I'm gonna put him in. They got it right. Unfortunately, I just wish it was given to his younger half or other counterpart. But hey. And then Dombo, let me go back to what you said. You said Pet Metal's Robot 2, and he was the main antagonist of Heroes. Something like that for Omega. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Omega as a villain per se, but more so like, how do I word it? Because we already have, we don't do we need a backstory for Rouge? Do we need a backstory for Rouge? I don't think we do. But if we can get something like that for Omega, maybe even in a potential Heroes remake, we see like what happened before Rouge got to the base, maybe like a slight backstory, and then once him and Shadow pick up Metal to like take him wherever they take him at the end of Heroes, I have no clue. But once that happens, we can officially get like some kind of follow-up with that. Song is fire, I will give you that. Really quick, Sarnak, to address your question, apparently parents are not canon in Sonic. The only one that happened to slip through the cracks is Cream's mother, Vanilla. I don't know why they retroactively want to take away parents, but they do. So, yeah, anti-hero, exactly. And then Rouge is good the way that she is. That's why I'm like, okay, we can go ahead and keep her there. We can keep her there. But, all right, so we did Sonic, Tails, and Omega. Someone else give me a name. Give me a name. Throw it out there. Next, yeah, I feel like Omega maybe feels as though he should have been like the very last Eggman robot ever, because that would be a testament to how strong he is. I think that may be his issue, which would be good to explore as well. Parents not canon does sound a little weird, I will say. And the game characters, yeah, the game characters aside from Cream didn't have any parents, so you're right, you're right, you're right. Blaze? Blaze, Silver, Blaze. All right, so we'll do Blaze and then Silver. Okay, oh, she doesn't even get by a trait. Okay, sure. So, she is the princess of the Soul Empire in another world and the guardian of the hidden treasure, the Soul Emerald. Emeralds, it should be. With the power to control fire, she takes action when the world and its people are in danger. She's usually calm and collected, but it also seems like she is suppressing her hidden emotions with reason. In her efforts to be faithful to her role as a protector, she tends to discipline and restrict herself too much, which may be why she tends to be shy around strangers. However, after meeting Sonic and the others, Blaze's attitude seems to have changed. By collecting the 7 Soul Emeralds, you can transform into Burning Blaze. By not having the bio panel, yes, but I don't like this because while Sonic was the like final piece of the puzzle, it was Cream that did all the heavy lifting. And I don't like how they didn't even mention her in this bio. Sonic Rush is literally like a buddy cop movie, not buddy cop movie, but you know what I mean, like a duo kind of thing with Blaze and Cream, and then Tails and Sonic respectively. Cream did heavy lifting from the moment that Blaze landed on Sonic's world. It was Cream and Blaze, and then a little bit of Amy, a little bit of Knuckles. I don't like how they didn't mention Cream here. Missing something niche. Yes, exactly. Everything else, though, I think everything else is good. Yeah, and it's like, it sucks that it gets relegated to just and friends, because these characters deserve to have their names like known. The history should be there. So yeah, something, it's missing something niche. I'm gonna put her there, which is super ironic considering her and Sonic are right next to each other, considering like their roles that they play. So very, very unique. Mm. See, oh, next, really quickly put you to put your question or put your comment like in the forefront. What if why does Omega hate Eggman's creations? Is it just because of the fact that he was locked up? Or is it because that's something to dig deeper into? Because there is a reason, but I don't think it's ever explored aside from him just being locked up, which is fine, but you know. And then Silver gets a bile, but Blaze didn't. Okay. Modern Knuckles after Silver. Got you. Got you. All right. So a silvery hedgehog with psychic powers who came from the future, obviously. Has a strong sense of justice and straightforward, kind personality, never giving up hope no matter what. No matter how hopeless the situation is. He tries to protect world peace and people's smiles even at the cost of his own self-sacrifice. He has fighting abilities that allow him to compete with Sonic and Shadow, and is particularly strong when it comes to using his psychic powers to protect something. How do we feel about Silver? How do we feel about this? Missing something niche? Okay. Okay, there's something off. We're seems to be all in line. It's, let me see. Has a strong sense of justice and straightforward. Kind personality, never giving up hope no matter how hopeless the situation is. Tries to protect world peace and people's smiles even at the cost of his own self-sacrifice. It describes him well, but then I have to ask in that same breath, what is the difference between him and Sonic? Because we gave Sonic missing something niche, and Sonic and Silver are quite literally the same person, minus the cockiness of one. Silver can be a little cocky. Silver can be a little cocky. No. It does. Okay, it doesn't. Right, it doesn't mention the future, and it also doesn't mention the fact that Silver is very like, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? He's kind of Silver is oblivious. Silver is oblivious to a lot of things, and that's what makes him and Blaze like work together so well, is that they're exploring things like in Sonic's world together because of their different upbringings. They don't mention at all how he's oblivious to the things of the modern era. And time traveler, that's true. Oh well, no, they mentioned he comes from the future. They mentioned that. Exactly. Starnet gets a, yeah, exactly. So while the descriptions are good, I think missing something niche is good. And a bit too outgoing. Yeah. He should be a little bit more like careful about the world. But at this point, I guess he's been in Sonic's world or Sonic's time for like a little bit longer. So it makes sense. But I think missing something niche is good for these three specifically. At least the way that the website is describing them. Can we all agree with that? Kind of, sort of? Major difference of Sonic and Silver is not just obliviousness, it's also that Silver wants to be seen as some kind of hero. Does Silver view himself as a hero? Because he kind of just does what's right. Like, yes, a strong sense of justice. I think because of his situation in the future that he comes from, he kind of has no choice to. So I don't know if he sees himself as a hero, more so somebody that just kind of has to do it. And I would say, honestly, it's probably reluctantly that he has to do it, you know? Oh, things are too black. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what you mean. I see. So yeah, we're in agreement then. He just wants to do the right thing. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, I agree. We're all agreeing right now. So yeah, those three, they belong together. Ooh, I'm wondering about Shadow. Who should we? Oh, should we do Shadow next? Yeah, exactly. Silver does it because no one else can. At least we're at the time period that he comes from. No one else is able to do what he does. $110%. Mr. Edgehog, all right, let's do it. Let's see if they did my boy justice. Okay. A black hedgehog who looks exactly like Sonic. I never understood that angle, but sure. If we're talking about the supersonic, maybe people only saw Sonic for the first time when he was in the supersonic form, and since their quills go the exact same, perhaps that's why, but you know. So he is the ultimate life form created by Professor Gerald, Dr. Eggman's grandfather and the genius scientist of the century. He has the same power as Sonic and is perfectly equal in rivalry. Although he has no interest in good or evil deeds, his cold-hearted personality means he will stop at nothing to achieve his goals, which sometimes puts him at odds with Sonic and others. Okay. He's a perfectionist with a high sense of pride who demands the highest standards from himself and others. He's skilled in the technique Chaos Control, which uses the power of Chaos Emeralds to distort time and space. I think they got it. I think they got it. How we feel? How we feel about that? Yeah, they don't look similar at all, but you know that we have the benefit of hindsight. The only thing that I will change, and it's not even something that I went over, is what he doesn't like. Is all of humanity. It makes sense if we're talking about if we're talking about like 2000, like beginning of 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog. But by the end of it, you know, he goes again through the whole like, oh, let me do Maria a favor, fulfill her wish, that kind of thing. And so actually no, you can not like humanity and still want to save them. Can you like humanity and still want to save them? Yeah, he doesn't hate everything at all. I'm gonna say they got it spot on, but I want to dissect his character in this bio just a little bit more. I'll put him right there. I think that's fair. Oh, that's right there. Here's a couple of things that I would change, even though they didn't like have to mention it. I wish we got a little bit more about Team Dark. Like he could put that he likes Rouge and Omega right there, because he does like them. You can like humanity and still try to save it. Yeah, be better, true. And then same thing. Oh, Kirito as well. Kirito. Oh, hey Dean, how you doing? Just watched your recent video, very good. Left a big dumb comment in my own analysis. No dumb comments over there. We're all there to conversate and have a good time, but glad you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out everything else too. Not too busy. I wish they included Team Dark. So, and oh, it doesn't mention anything about the arc. I think the reason why it doesn't mention the arc specifically is because maybe they're operating under the assumption that you've at least played Shadow Generations or know some of the history, which is a flaw in and of itself, but I think that's why they made sure to mention at least Professor Gerald. I think that's why they did that, personally. But yeah, I wish they mentioned Team Dark somewhere. That would have been nice, even though we're still slowly coming out of the whole Shadow isn't allowed to have friends kind of thing. But that's beside that. Yeah, that's not how bios are specifically about like the character, so you're right. That's just me nitpicking, but I'll give it to them. They did that. Okay. Someone give me a character. We still have a couple more. Actually, we have a lot more to go. Hey, Rayhan, how you doing? Happy Saturday to you, or wherever it is, whatever day it is, wherever you are. Hope your day's going well. Morning, evening, or night. Yeah, slowly but surely turning Shadow back. Hey, Fatal, or hey, Waffle, or whichever one you want to do, or be called by, I'll call you by it. Happy Saturday to you. Nice to see you. I saw an Amy. Okay, we'll do Amy and then we'll do Cheese. Cheese has his own character bio? Okay, so yeah, we'll do Amy and then we will do Cream and Cheese. Take a sip of water first. Okay. So, a kind and energetic hedgehog girl who will chase after Sonic wherever or anywhere when she sets her mind to it, day in and day out. She is a bright and cheerful person who never gives up, no matter what the circumstances. She's also strong-willed and highly proactive. When the time comes, she'll pull out her beloved Pico Pico hammer from nowhere and display the power that puts any man to shame. She is also a single-minded and hard-working person who never stops working on improving herself to win Sonic's heart. This is only the second one. Yeah, because Blaze was first. Yeah, first paragraph. Let's dissect this a little bit. First paragraph, little strange. Because she doesn't just chase Sonic now. And Frontiers is always going to be like the point of reference for a lot of people when it comes to this. Because her whole thing is like, yeah, I want to go spread love to the rest of the world, even though she was already doing that. But even when you find her on Kronos Island, she's all about like trying to help the Coco and whatnot. She's not even like, she cares about Sonic right now, but she's like, oh, these other things need my help. So I don't like that. Early 2000s, exactly. Sonic looks like a cat. I can see it if you put some whiskers on him. Don't know if I like that first paragraph. Is she bright and cheerful? Yes. She doesn't give up, no matter the circumstance. She's also strong-willed and highly proactive. Yes. I'm glad that they added in her ability to be like strong as hell, because that Amy is most definitely like one of the strongest people in the universe. Once again, referring back to IDW, there's a scene where Silver is helping her lift an egg. I forgot what they're called. I guess egg hammer or whatever, one of the Eggman robots hammers, and he's like, oh damn, you're doing most of the lifting. And she's like, oh, I just kind of happened. And even Silver is surprised by it. So I'm glad they mentioned how much power she has. That's good. It seems correct enough, although the chasing has been toned down like in the previous bio. Yeah, okay, so it has been toned down just a little bit. Issue 58, I appreciate that, Jake, thank you. And she's evolved definitely past just Sonic fangirl. So she is single. What does single-minded mean in this case, though? What does single-minded mean in this case? I've been concentrating on only one aim or purpose. I feel like yeah, she's not a ditz by any means. I think ditzy is like maybe kind of not oblivious. Well, actually, yeah, kind of like oblivious to certain things. I don't think so. She's pretty intelligent, but I don't think single-minded is. I know. I'm trying to figure that out right now, Sarnik. Are they saying that? I mean, okay, if the single-mindedness is her goal to spread love and cheer throughout the world and make sure everyone is okay, yes. Oh, wait, no, but look, we're not even reading the whole thing. She is single-minded. Hold on. She is single-minded and hardworking person who never stops working on improving herself in order to win Sonic's heart. That's what's off about it. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. So that last paragraph is what the issue is. And the first part. The only good one is the middle one. The only good one is the middle one. Because she's not all about Sonic anymore. Obviously still has love for him, and that's been proven many times over in the past couple of years. But no, no. Do I dare put her in Hell No? Or slight revisions? I think we put her in Hell No. How does that look? Yeah, it's a little. So Hell Na's correct. It's yeah. Eesh. I hope the website gets updated. Amy's our first Hell Na. Amy is our first Hell Na. Okay. Amy is our first Hell Na. You bring up an interesting concept, Rayon. Interesting concept. Possibly. Possibly. All right, Cream the Rabbit. Oh, are they separated? Oh no, they're together. Why is cheese not? Why is cheese not in the? Okay. So she's good friends with Chow and is always accompanied by her friend Cheese the Chow. She's obedient and kind. She's an obedient and kind-hearted rabbit girl who works hard at everything she does and has a strong desire for knowledge and curiosity. She can fly in the sky by flapping her large ears, and her team-up attack with Cheese is super powerful, allowing her to defeat even Dr. Eggman's mechas. That is correct. Influenced by the refined motherly Vanilla, she speaks in a polite, death-like manner, but she also has a childlike, endearing way of speaking and behaving, such as calling villains san. They do mention how strong Cheese is, or her and Cheese, I should say. Even power enough to take out Dr. Emmons mechas, and Eggman has had some powerful. Yeah, Deathlike is a little weird, I will say. But being able to take out Dr. Eggman's machines is a good detail, and I'm glad they mentioned that as well. This is JP Sonic website, Google Translate. Yeah, and I made that disclaimer at the beginning, Ninja Gamer. Just to be safe. So hopefully we do get an English translation soon. But also, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well, no matter where you are. The issue with Amy's, yeah, we'll get to Amy again in a second. Large ears. I think they did cheese. I think they did cream and cheese well, because she hasn't been in much outside of Sonic Advance 2, Heroes, Generations, and she didn't do anything in Shadow 05. So I think they did them well. I think they got it right. And then, so really quick, Jake, just with Amy's bio, the first part and the third part are what has us all in like a little tizzy, because of the fact that with the transformation that Amy has made from, I would say, even from like Forces to now in the games, in the comics, etc., it's really not been about like Sonic focused at all. She's still excited when she sees Sonic, of course, as she would be, but she's able to detach herself from having a strictly fangirl like moment. And it's just not, it's not too conducive to her character. That's all about like ensuring that everyone in her vicinity is okay and having a, like, not a good time, but is okay and just structurally sound in their mental state, emotional state, etc., etc. So that's where the main issues come from. Hence why we put her in like Hell Nah, because she's so much more than just her crush on Sonic, and previous Sonic games and media have influenced that decision as well. And hopefully movie 4 can do something with that. And Cheese does punch Zavok in the face, you were correct. But I think they'll change the description to for the English version. Yeah, they're most definitely working on the English version as we speak, because of how many issues people have had with certain characters. So I wouldn't be surprised if that drops relatively soon, honestly. Oh, they're actually trying to get IDW translated? Okay, that's good. And then Shadow's bio saying he cares about no one isn't true. Exactly. So you get it. And that's why we put him. Okay, well, minus they got it right. If we go back to Shadow very quickly, my personal like bias against why he should have been possibly lower, but you know, for the basics of a bio per se, that's why we put him at the top, is that he obviously likes Team Dark enough to work with them on multiple occasions. He may not love Sonic, but he definitely likes Sonic enough to work with him when need be. I mean, obviously he likes Maria and Gerald, so it's like there's some things that could have been adjusted, but as far as like what they said specifically about himself, his powers, and his demeanor, hence once again why we put him in, they got it right kind of thing. Yeah, Ben 10 is super popular in the States, especially like right now. It became popular again. It's great. See, yeah, Rouge and man. Okay, we're gonna do Rouge next, just because you mentioned Rouge. Okay. So a wild and sexy female bat. I never thought I would see those words come from the Sega website. A wild and sexy female bat who never lets her prey escape. She's a treasure hunter specializing in jewels and an excellent agent or spy who has been contracted by the president and the military commander. Although she may appear frivolous at first glance, she's extremely calculating and realistic. She decides her actions based on profit and loss rather than justice or morality. On the other hand, she has an intense obsession with jewels and will go to any lengths to get them. Hey, Redman, welcome back. I don't know if I agree with this bio. 100%. How do we feel about the Rouge bio? Before I tell you what's wrong with it, in my opinion. I said welcome back, Redman. What the hell? I'm hurt. Yeah. Rouge's bio is take a loss here and there, help a friend, but justifies that she needs stuff to steal and can't rob the world. Okay. Not that good. She has morality. Yes. So a couple of you have hit on the points. It is simplistic for Rouge, but keep in mind, we don't know that much about Rouge. All of the stuff that we know about her comes from her explicitly saying it, which typically revolves around jewels and money and financial gain, or it's implied based on like facial expressions and things like that. Excuse me. So Shadow Generations obviously opened the gates a little more with that, saying that, oh, you and Omega were obviously worried about me, like I'm flattered kind of thing, and she seemed to genuinely enjoy that fact, as well as the case that she advised Shadow to not get too attached to this version of Maria and Gerald. So I don't think that she decides her actions based solely on that, on profit and loss rather than justice or morality, because she's been very moral, like in recent years, I would say, specifically. What do they need money for in the Sonic universe? That is a good point. That is a good point, actually. I can see why they say that she thinks more about what she can gain than others, but she still save someone over it. Exactly, right? So they did well, and once again, it's like I don't know why they don't add like the characters who they have an affinity for. Like I feel like Shadow and Omega should be here, and even to a certain extent like Knuckles and Sonic, just because she obviously enjoys being in their company. So I had canon that most Sonic characters are orphans. I mean, Amy is 12 in Adventure, true, and living her own. Oh, that is true. That is true. But Rayhan, if you are curious on where people got their names from, and it maybe wasn't their parents, I did drop a video last week about why Sonic characters are named like that. Shameless plug aside, go view the video if you're curious about what I think. More often than not, been on the hero side. Exactly. She has many times where she's shown to care about Shadow and Omega. Exactly, right? She's she's flirty with everyone, but there are specific characters that she most definitely like adores to a specific amount. So I'm gonna go with, where is she? Oh, is she even in here? Oh, there she is. I'm gonna go with missing something niche. See, thank you, Next. I appreciate that. I think the video was well made. Amy is probably like 17. If we're talking like in terms of natural progression, Amy is most definitely like older than 12 now. I'll say 16, 17 exactly. So I think missing something niche is pretty good for Rouge. What do we think? Rouge seems to have an affinity for Knuckles as much as the Master Emerald. She's not going all the way to visit. Yeah. Like as much as she likes to say, there's no way she's just going straight to Angel Island whenever she does, just to see the Master Emerald. There's no way. We're all in agreement? Perfect. Love to see it. Okay, someone throw out a character. Still got a whole bunch of people to go. We haven't done Knuckles. We haven't done Vector. We haven't done anyone on these bottom rows. So who do you guys want to see next? Knuckles, Chip, and then Supersonic. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do those in that order. Okay, Knuckles the Echidna, a bold and powerful echidna. He lives alone on the floating island, or on the floating island of Angel Island, guarding the giant gemstone called the Master Emerald. That is his identity, or not his identity. That is his destiny as a descendant of the Echidna tribe, and he is currently the only person who can control the Master Emerald. Actually, no, that makes sense. Sonic's rival and fighting buddy. If Sonic is the wind, then he is the mountain, destined to stay in one place. Because of his because of his earnest personality, he can also easily be deceived. He is a master of martial arts and a top treasure hunter. His fist is so powerful that his punches can shatter rocks, and he's also good at gliding and climbing walls. They got it. Oh, Jet. Dang, my bad, Frontier. We'll get to Jet. We'll get to Jet after the other ones. Oh, you said it first. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll do Jet next. We'll do Jet next. We'll do Jet next. We'll do Jet next. I apologize. They got it to a T. Exactly. Sarnak gets it. They got it to a T. I love how they mentioned his martial arts fighting style because a lot of people think that Knuckles just punches. No, he comes from an ancient tribe that most definitely had their own fighting style. Why would he not be trained in said fighting style? He is an excellent martial artist. I love it. I love it. Let's see. He doesn't like strong sunlight. That's kind of crazy considering Angel Island is directly beneath the sun, but okay. And he likes fruits, especially grapes. I think that's a simple, they got it right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put him like right here. Right next to his other counterpart. Boom. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do Jet because I didn't see Frontier's message. I'm sorry. It all came in so fast. I apologize. Jet the Hawk, one of my favorite Sonic rivals, I may add. I think Knuckles is not strong. Sound be hilarious if written the joke correctly. Oh, written the joke correct. That's fair. That's fair. So, Jet the Hawk, nicknamed the legendary Wind User, he is the leader of the Babylon Rogues. His extreme gear techniques are the best of all time. Debatable. He thinks of himself as a die-hard bad guy. He has a lot of pride, hates to lose, and doesn't want to show others an uncool side of himself. He has a strong sense of responsibility to lead the team as a leader, and has a strong driving force, but he is also saved by his generous team members. He openly expresses his rivalry with Sonic, who is said to be the fastest person on Earth. Yeah. 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 I think they got it. I think they got it. My main reason for saying so is that this part right here is a lot of pride, hates to lose, and doesn't want to show others an uncool side of himself. It's kind of like kind of a not a blink and you'll miss it kind of moment, but it's also just the fact that if you're interacting with Jet, or all the times you interact with Jet from like the hero story of Sonic Riders, pretty much any of the games, he's usually like super cool, calm, and collected, and likes to gloat. But as soon as you get to the Babylon story, you see him throwing tantrums like left and right, and the only people that see that are Wave and Storm. So it makes sense that part. But as far as not perfect, what do you think is missing, Redmond? What's missing for you? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Sonic. Silver's the only hedgehog who isn't a disgusting Cyclops. That's. Hey, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Rayon? What do you mean by that? I think the establishment that he does care for his teammates. Oh. Hmm. You're right. Next, you're right. That is missing. But has there ever been a time next where he's had to like Save, wave, or storm? Oh, like his robbery feats. Okay, I see what you mean. That would be nice to get a little bit more backstory about the rogues. That would be nice. Excuse me. Hmm. Does Jet care about wave and storm? He does care about wave and storm. You're right. You're right. In during the metal virus. Because he throws his board. Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh, you're right. No. No. Frontier, he just dropped your boy down to is missing something niche. He dropped your boy down. Oh no. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean now, Rayhan. The connected eyes, yeah. So Silver does have the distinct like thing in the middle. It's more than just niche. Ooh. Do we agree? Ooh, need slight revisions for Jet. We'll get back to the eye thing. I want to need slight revisions for Jet. Frontier, are you okay with that? Hmm. It is a big deal. Because in Archie, he's pretty much an asshole in Archie. Like he's not the worst, but he's pretty. He's a pretty much asshole. Wow. Okay, need slight revisions. Wow, good save. Not good save, but good catch. Oh, Silver. Yeah, Silver does have the little thing, Rayhan. IDW is canon. You're right. You're right. I think the. Let me see. Does Amy have it? Oh, wow. Yeah, Amy has it all right. Hmm. The mono eyelid thing, huh? Vector has it too. Charmy has it bad. That's crazy. Crazy, dude. You know, he doesn't. You see right there, he has the little. You can still see it. His nose probably was covering it in one of the pictures. When I think about a Jet, wait, when I think about the Jet stuff, I don't think nothing. I'm not blinking that point. My soul. Yeah, they're not. I don't think that. Well, they might if they ever adapt something more serious. They might, possibly next. They might. Chip and then Supersonic. All right, Mr. Tip. All right. So who is Chip? A mysterious character who has lost all of his memories. Sonic named him Chip after his favorite food, chocolate chip sundaes. He is an enormous glutton and always has chocolate hidden somewhere. He's a bright and carefree personality, and he is usually carefree and excited, but sometimes he displays mysterious powers. Perhaps Chip's lost memories hide a big secret. Yeah, considering Sonic Unleashed story is. It's not really about Chip's personality, it's more so about like what he's meant to do. So I think this is pretty good. Hmm. Also Amy bio isn't accurate to the teachers as well. Ah, okay. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of mistranslations, but it's the name of the game. He hides where does he hide the chocolate? Because he doesn't have pockets, and the chocolate is usually bigger than him, so interesting. I think Chip I think it's good. They got it right. Once again, for a character that doesn't have much going on, they got it right. Is he? Oh, he's right there. Yeah, they got it right. I'm gonna put him at the tail end because once again, you know, I don't want to know where Chip hides the chocolate. I have a feeling it's gonna come from somewhere where you don't want to know. I don't think anyone wants to know. Okay, and then it was Chip and then Supersonic. Gotcha. Is this missing initially not mentioned? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. The lead detective after Supersonic. I got you. I'll do it, Mr. Holmes. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Glad you can make it. Hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, and/or night. I know. Yeah, I would say you're I think you're right, Redmond. But also, this may be because they want you to play the game, but they haven't re-released it in any capacity. So, also, hi, Kinnesi, or Kinnesi, however you say your name. I do apologize if I got it wrong. Glad you can make it to the stream. We are organizing Sonic characters based on their new bios on Sega's Japanese website. So, we're just going in, looking at it, and seeing if the characters match with what we think they should be like, and, you know, having a grand old time from there. But yeah, as Sarnak was saying, I think it's deliberate for them to leave it out because also underneath where it says right here, where is it? The memory list chip gradually remembers his own secrets. They kind of want you to like experience the game for yourself and then kind of figure it out from there. So I'm not gonna say missing something niche, even though it's pretty obvious like where the story is leading towards like the halfway point. But yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that's right. Like I said, we'll circle back once we do everyone. And then Mr. Holmes had Vector on his list. Oh wait, got to do Supersonic first. Supersonic and then Vector. There we go. Almost forgot. So Sonic transforms into an invincible form after gaining the power of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. His whole body shines golden. He has abilities far beyond those of normal Sonic. However, because he consumes an extreme amount of energy while transformed, he can only maintain this form for a short time. It is also possible to fly in the sky. It's missing something. It's missing something, isn't it? I think it's missing something. Why is Supersonic a separate character and not Super Shadow? So you bring up a good point, Frontier. I don't think they want to remember Super Silver, but Super Shadow appeared in Shadow 05, and that game is canon. So this is the first time I've seen Supersonic's top speed. Oh, it does say sublight. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Good catch. What do I mean in terms of they don't want to remember Super Silver, or what do you mean? Are you asking about like what I feel is off? He was an IDW. Yeah, wait, what? What are they doing? Actually, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they didn't include the other one. That would have been nice. Maybe too bloated, but who knows? And the games never say that super have a limited time. It probably goes from one island in the frontiers. It kind of. Oh well, okay. To tackle what you're saying, Redmond, it kind of is implied in Frontiers, but specifically the Final Horizon DLC, because when you get knocked out in that cutscene, right before you transform into like Cyber Supersonic, the rings get knocked out of you and the Chaos Emeralds disperse, but then they come back to you, of course. So it's like one of those things that is just kind of implied, but we also don't see Sonic lose any rings when he goes from island to island. So I think it's just, once again, like a subtle kind of Hints, hints. Oh, 06 is canon, but it's a closed off loop side of the timeline. Yeah, it closes off like everything just kind of stops once it makes that diverging path. They should have done the three hedgehogs together, I will agree. I think the reason they don't know about IDW is because they don't read it, or is because they don't know about IDW, or they don't. I think they. Why is the drowning song playing? What's going on here? Let me change this up. Let's do Space Colony art. Don't drown. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. The attack doesn't. It's not as limited, just like Knuckle Sonic 3 start. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting that you bring that up, Redman. So then why does he not just stay in Supersonic all the time? Because it's even stated, oh, well, Archie isn't canon. Damn it. In his fight with Super Scourge, he's like, oh, I usually feel refreshed after I use the Chaos Emeralds. But since Scourge has like the negative emeralds or whatever, that's why he gets like super drained, but that's not canon. So that's unfortunate. Supersonic theme from Sonic the Fighters. I actually haven't listened to that one in a while. I haven't heard it in a while, so I forgot what the orchestration sounds like. Interesting that the flight speed is sublight. Do agree with that. I feel like I don't know if sublight. What is the speed of sublight? Let's figure that out first. What is the speed of sublight? So sublight refers to about 186,282 miles per second. It's not too respectful to say super lower than light speed. Yeah. Oh no, I know, but I wanted like the specific number. Interesting. So then what is the speed of light is defined as basically, wait, what? Wait, what? Maybe it's because I'm using the AI overview. But it says that the speed of light is that, but then it's saying that sublight is this. Ah, okay. I see what you're saying now, Sarnat. Jake, they're saying that supersonic speed is sublight, so he's just slower than light speed. The AI is being dumb. Yeah, I kind of figured. Let's do what's the speed of light? Okay, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, two big errors. But anyway, Supersonic being fast makes sense because as Sonic just said that Supersonic can't time travel on his own, he would need something like 2 Chaos Emeralds with another user or the Time Stones. So I think Sublight it's okay. I think it works. Sonic can move. Times that exists. That's true. That's true though. My favorite Sonic movie. Ooh. A quick deviation. My favorite Sonic movie is probably I think Sonic 2. I think Sonic 2, but Sonic 3 is a close second. Mainly because of all the action, especially towards the end. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't potentially seen it yet. But all the action towards the end. But Sonic 2's story felt more personable and like a continuation from, like a true continuation from Sonic 1. Like we learned about the owls very quickly and the echidnas make their little cameo, and then Sonic 2 is like, hey, here's this person who wants to fight you because your mother helped annihilate all of my clan, kind of thing. So I think Sonic Movie 2 is the best, in again, personal opinion. And then next also brings up a very good point where if Sonic can move in base form in white space where time does not exist, you're at an immeasurable speed. But then next also in that same case, why can the other characters move Like, granted, they're just standing still on their little podiums, but why can they move? Knuckles movie's a favorite. Oh yeah, the movie Knuckles is fire. I love Idris Elba as Knuckles. He's so good. Yeah, and then as everyone is saying right now, it's like how can the other characters move? Like we know these characters are fast, like Tails, Knuckles, of course Shadow, and then Silver too. But I feel like the white space is true if you were talking about like Sonic being able to revert color to the worlds because of how fast he is. Now, how fast he had to go in order to revert color to the worlds is that at light speed, at sub light speed and base form, it's a little niche by niche. So I don't know. Um, but Supersonic, I think they get it right. I wish they mentioned that Supersonic with the Chaos Emeralds can counteract the negative power of the emeralds, but that's kind of a niche thing that doesn't have much importance outside of Chaos. So I will give Supersonic, if he's even on here. Shadow can do it too, that's true. I don't think Supersonic's on here. Yeah, no Supersonic, so we'll put the Avatar in his place. They got Supersonic right. Okay, and then I didn't forget Mr. Holmes. We're gonna go ahead and do Vector. So Vector the Crocodile, right? So and Shuffle. Wait, hold on. Time out. Base Sonic escapes a black hole in Shuffle. I haven't played through Shuffle, so I don't know. But okay. Oh wait, Redmond. There was two major errors on Supersonic. Redmond, where are the errors? Or are you talking about the speed? Shuffle is canon. Hmm. The speed and energy requirement. Oh. Hmm. I think the energy requirement. See, but the rings haven't really been. It's hard to talk about that because the rings haven't really been touched on. Like if they're tangible or not to the characters, like when you're not playing them in game. Like yeah, the cutscene in Frontiers, but outside of that, that's a little eh. And then as far as the speed, Sublight I think fits Supersonic. If we're talking Hypersonic, but that's not even canon. That's a whole different conversation. But I still think that I think they get it right. Even though the Avatar is in its place, I think they get it right personally. Personally. All right, so Vector, a detective who serves as the head of the Chaotix Detective Agency. He's a bossy and fairly optimistic person. He is strong, quick to fight, and has a foul mouth, but he is also emotional and has a strong sense of justice. His intellect is sharper than you would imagine from his casual appearance and speech, and it usually is his role to come up with deductions that solve cases. He loves money and has a policy of doing anything as long as the reward is in the right, but he never commits crimes. On the other hand, he can't leave people in trouble alone, so he accepts requests that are not worth the reward. That's why the chaotic detectives are perennially poor. I think they get Vector right. I think they get Vector right. Because he's as they say the reason why the detective agency usually solves most of their cases. And honestly the chaotics are the reason why most of the events like some not most but some are the reason why some of the biggest events in the game get solved. I mean you have heroes where they find out Eggman is actually the one being trapped or actually being the one who's locked up and Metal Sonic is doing whatever he's doing. Shadow the Hedgehog, they're actually the ones that get that Gerald presentation, the Gerald video up that allows Shadow to, you know, regain his confidence when he finally confronts Black Doom. And then there's another one. They do something in the IDW comics as well. But the problem with the Chaotix is that they're always late to the punch, and that's why they're usually seen as like laughing stocks. And he has a huge crush on Vanilla. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. They need to put the likes and like who they're interested in. But I get they don't want to be with the shipping game and everything. But I think they get Vector right. On the other hand, he can't leave. Yeah, I think they do it right, or do him right. I'll put him above Chip just because he has a little more going for him, and Cream, honestly. Cream next to her stepfather. I would prefer Sonic and his friends to be aliens from another planet. They kind of were in Sonic X. I don't know why they took away that niche of it. But then you have the whole separation of like the human world and Sonic's world, which is still kind of a thing. But they don't really go into much detail than that. But yeah, shipping is like huge in this community. And I'm actually glad I did that video because one, I had a lot of fun with it. But two, I got to learn about ships that I didn't even know existed. So that's always a plus as well. I have memorized it in Sonic Colors. Shadow. Sonic managed to outrun the black hole, I think, for about 28.19 seconds, I want to say. It's for sure in the 28-second mark. It's right before 30, so I'm pretty sure that's correct. But anywho, all right, so we did Vector, we did Supersonic. Everyone on these top two rows are done. And then we have all of these people left. Oh, not Chip. But we have SPO, Charmy, Wave, Storm, Arium, Yacker, Omochao, the Chow, Werehog, the Donpa, Maria, and Gerald left. Team Chaotic Song is fire. I see SPO. I got you this time, Frontier. I got you. I see you. And then Shuffle, yeah. So Shuffle also, or Shuffle. Redmond says that Shuffle, he escapes it completely, which is a little weird. Like, how do you go from escaping a black hole to not escaping a black hole? But storytelling, I guess. All right, so SPO the Chameleon. The advisor at the Chaotix Detective Agency, a chameleon who uses ninjutsu. He is a calm and quiet man, almost overly cautious at times, but he plays an important role as the one who keeps the Chaotix Detective Agency in check, who tend to be optimistic and go-getters. He is the type of person who is more passionate about dangerous missions and has a great deal of confidence in his ninjutsu, but he feels as though there's an aesthetic in being content with being in the shadows as a ninja. He can become invisible with the hidden leaf technique, but also has a careless side, such as when he sneezes and reveals his true form. His trademarks are his large protruding horns and his long rounded tail. How do we feel about SPO? How do we feel about SPO? Also, Sonic Shuffle is a game I very much so want to play. I might do it on stream, honestly. If you guys want to see me do it on stream just so more people can learn about it and I can learn about it, let me know. I don't know why. Hey, I was wondering why I said horns plural when obviously he only has one. But that's, hey, you know. SPO is good. It makes me upset because we don't know much about SPO, I think, in any canon. Unless I'm wrong. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we know much about SPO in any canon. And Heroes probably the most that we'll get. Aside from this, obviously. But he has like the coolest concept of a character in the Sonic universe. I think he's like in my top 3 because one, I like ninjas. Naruto was like my first anime. Not first anime, but like first anime I binge watched as a kid. But just like the concept and what he does is so cool. But as far as personality, I'm not really sure where to put him, but you guys are saying that he's good. Is there anything that he's missing? Is there anything that SPO is missing? And yeah, it sucks that not every character is explored, Jake. It's so annoying sometimes, but once again, not every character can be a Shadow, a Maria, or a Gerald, unfortunately. One day, though. enough of an untold story. I don't think there's anything to miss. That's fair. That's fair, Sarnak. I'll give you that. Yeah. Okay. I'll take everyone's word for it. I'll put him in. They got it right. Put him above the Avatar. I'll put him next to. No, can't do that. Can't separate Cream from her stepdad. No. All right. Someone else give me a name. Everyone on this bottom list, minus SPO, Jet, and Supersonic. Who do you want to see next? And Chip. We already did Chip as well. See a Charmy? Okay. We'll go ahead and do Charmy. Let's see. Under Super? Okay, so we'll do Charmy. I think that was Arium. And then, yeah, we'll go like that. So he's a bit of a joker for Charmy and a bit scatterbrained. More than anything, he loves to play and is always running around energetically. The Chaotix Detective Agency is his precious playground. He's the type of person who acts before he thinks, and by the time he realizes it, it's already too late. He's a mood killer, or mood maker, who livens up the Chaotix Detective Agency with his natural cheerfulness and eccentricity. His innocent nature gives him excellent intuition. Really? And he often blurts out things that no one else notices. His trademark is his flight suit and helmet. Doesn't get angry very often, but when it does, it will charge at its opponent with a needle on its rear and deliver a painful blow. My bad. The Moon Killer was like a Freudian slip. It was genuinely just. It was. Hey. So, does Charmy have excellent intuition? Because a lot of the times, Charmy just finds out or like makes things happen because he just like bashes into it. Once again, Shadow 05 is a good example. Technically Sonic Heroes as well, where he incites the fight between Team Rose and Team Chaotix. Charmy as a mood killer. Yeah, no, I personally, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. A mood maker. Did get a little bit annoying in Sonic Heroes, but, you know, aside from that, Charmy's cool. I don't know if excellent intuition is Charmy's strong suit, though. The blurting out things, yeah. Charmy's just a kid. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Charmy is just a kid. And yeah, the not buffoon. I don't want to call Charmy a buffoon, but the incidental like, oh hey, we should probably do this kind of thing. Intuition, yes, he knows the mystery climb. Eggman so much so that's worth noting. That is true. We can say, Mr. Holmes, we can say that Charmy possibly led Vector to noticing that it was Eggman behind, excuse me, behind the calls. Okay, so how do we feel? How does this look then? I'll put him at the very end of They Got It Right. Like beneath Supersonic, who's represented by the Avatar, I'll put Charmy right there. How does that sound? Okay. Okay. All right. And then Arium. This character is from I think it was you, Redmond. Yeah. So this character is from Sonic Dream Team, the Apple Arcade exclusive. I don't know much about her, but we can go ahead and read the bio. He said, "Who?" Go ahead, pull the pun. Pull the pun for next. I'm ready for it. I don't know anything about her, so let's figure this out. Guardian of the mysterious reverie and weaver of dreams. Has a strict sense of mission, though she looks young, she only exists in dreams. Created by the creator thousands of years ago. That makes no sense. Born with a mission, she has a calm and collected personality with a strong sense of justice. For thousands of years, completing her mission was everything to, or completing wait, what? Completing his mission was everything to her, but through his adventures with her adventures with Sonic and friends, she begins to develop feelings of kindness. She's especially close with Cream. Um, does anyone have any input on who she is and what she does aside from what we have? Is that cohesive or to her? Yeah, it's like how can you create someone that exists in a dream? That's it's kind of weird. Maybe the creator was the first person. Was the creator the first person to dream? Charmy may be annoying, but he's quite charming. Okay, you got me with that one. You got me with that one. So, who was the first person to dream? Because that would technically be the creator. Oh, we're getting too much into it. I know nothing in this game, so I have no idea. Okay, so I know a lot of people didn't even play. RM is like a goddess. She's like a dream manifestation. Tennessee, Sonic Dream Team, like Cream dreams of her, and then Eggman is like, oh, this person can make dreams come true. It's kind of just, it's weird. I don't think anyone knows enough about her. Frontiers, right? Like, there's a character called the Creator, and they created her. Yeah, I hope they get rid of the Apple exclusivity. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't even think she's not even in here, so we can ignore her. Actually, I'll put, who should I put in her stead? Let's put Honey the Cat. Like, don't know if I know enough about Honey the Cat. Don't not, wait, huh? Hey, Redmond? Redmond? What are you talking about? Redmond? Actually, no. I don't want to. I want to do Honey the Cat later, slightly. We'll put the old guy from the Deadly Six there. They're both old in their dreams, so we can skip her. All right, let me go ahead. I'll pick this one. Let's finish out this top row right here. Let's do Wave. Also, I want to bring up a conversation we had about the extreme gear boards, but I'll wait a second. So, for Wave the Swallow, she is a super mechanic of the Bandalon, Jesus Christ, of the Babylon Rogues, who handles everything from modifying extreme gear to repairing the ship. She is also a skilled staff officer who is capable of analyzing information, formulating strategies, and making proposals. She is so confident about her knowledge that she will not accept anyone that does not understand what she is saying or anything that does not agree with her. And once she has made up her mind, she is stubborn and will not budge no matter what. Although she respects Jet as the leader, she also sees him as an unreliable younger brother. Okay. Honey is just a ripoff of I think Honey from Fighting Vipers 1 or 2 or both. Yeah, she's a ripoff. Yeah, no, Wave definitely has like a huge ego to her. Which makes sense given, extreme gears and whatnot. Tried to create a Sonic OC. Wood Spirit of Beauty. Oh, I like that idea, Kennedy. If you have a rough draft, I would love to see it, if you wouldn't mind. I like the idea. Sonic and nature go hand in hand as well, so that definitely works. Not to mention the first hit. The first hit. What do you mean the first hit next? Also, Wave doesn't like stupid or stinky guys. I think Wave's bio is good. She thinks that her extreme gear is the best. She belittles Tails, but ultimately Sonic is the one that ends up winning. Of course, that could be attributed to just Jet being who he is. But I think that's... Not to mention the first time Tails got a rival, or I say outright. Oh, true? True? Next? True. She blows up Sonic. Oh, no, I got the gist next, don't worry. What would be your Sonic OC? Mine would be a Ladybug or a Dalmatian. A Dalmatian sounds fire. If I had to choose... damn, a Dalmatian's a good one. Dalmatian is a good one. But if I had to choose an animal to, like, represent me... In the Sonic unit, what would it be? That's a good question. That's a good question. Oh, what's a good animal? Harry the platypus. Yo. Oh wait, but then you have the Starline assumption, so you got to be careful with that. No, I got it. Axe. Boom. 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 It could be its own video, Sarnak, and I think. Boom. How we feel about the axolotl? Uh huh. Uh huh. Frontier, you get it. You get it, Frontier. Get it. Having an axolotl represent me in the Sonic universe, that is, that's actually beautiful right there, because they're like they can be super small. I don't know if this is like a generated image, but super small, super cute, so nobody knows how like deadly you can be. Obviously, if I'm an axolotl, I'm not super deadly, but I can like supplement that, like SPO, for example. Axolotls. Axolotls. I just found out how to say that word like a month ago. Um, but that's beside the point. Exactly. Jiggy the axolotl. Jiggy the axolotl. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I like that. Wave, you're going, where are you? I'll put you at the very end of They Got It Right, next to Charmy. Okay. There's an OC that I made ages ago, but I can't remember the species. Ah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. There's so many animals in the world too. It's actually crazy. There's an endless amount of possibilities. No pun intended. All right, let me finish out this top row and then I'll let you guys pick the next ones. So a heavy tank, no bio. Oh, he does have a bio. What the hell? Okay. A heavy tank from the Babylon Rogues. They call Storm an it. It lacks intelligence and it isn't good at detailed reasoning, but its power is strong enough to break boulders. His loyalty to Jet is stronger than anyone else's and comes from the heart, but because of this, he often acts recklessly, which ends up earning Jet's wrath. Although he can be short-tempered, he's also a laid-back guy and somehow lovable. Type of cat. Oh, was it a Sphinx cat by any chance, Frontier? Like one of the naked cats? Was it one of those? Yeah, I feel like they should bring back the OCs, like the Sonic Avatar ones. That would be nice. It's an interesting concept. Whoa, what's wrong with naked cats? What's wrong with the little sphinxes? I think Storm can be put right there. There's not much about the Babylon Rogues we can really say. Why is the Werehog here, actually? Darkspawn Sonic would have been fire, but they probably didn't want to go too deep into that. From what I can remember of Storm, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think Storm... Actually, it's quite ironic, though, that Storm and Wave are up here, but then Jet is all the way down here. Because of that one little instance where we had to remember, like, ooh, they missed this crucial part. Oh, Storm. Oh, Storm being called an it. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, I will say. But I mean, he probably has the size. His brain is the size of like a little pea. So, you know. All right, let's go ahead and finish out this list. Who else do you guys want to see? We did Arium. We did Chip. Who else do you guys want to see before we get to the end of the list? Werehog. I'll Google the cat for sure, Frontier. We'll do the Werehog while we wait. Sonic the Werehog. What can they tell me that's different? This is Sonic's appearance after he was tricked by Dr. Eggman and now transforms at night. Its arms its arms become thick and muscular. It grows fangs. Its claws grow sharp, and its whole body is covered in hair. It doesn't have the speed to run at supersonic speed, but it has overwhelming power and arms that can stretch freely. allowing it to knock down an enemy that stands in its way in one go and easily jump from pole to pole. Even in this form, Sonic's heart remains the same as always. They should have mentioned the Dark Gaia influence and how Sonic was a Caracal? Hold on, we'll get back to the Werehog in a second. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. The long, fluffy ears, yeah. I'm rocking with it. Good choice. And they look pretty, like, decently sized, like dog size, I'll say. Oh. And it's a carnivore, too. Okay. Preys upon birds. Preys upon birds. Hmm. Oh, medium-sized cat. Okay. Makes sense. So, for the Werehog, I wish they mentioned the Dark Gaia's influence and how that had no effect on Sonic. They kind of do at the end, but I don't think that the abilities were that important to have, especially since they were added right here. Excuse me. Like stretching his arms, sure, we can add that in. It doesn't have the power to run. I don't know if that's necessary to add in, but they can for sure name like what goes on with the appearance, and they should go into detail about a little bit how Sonic was transformed. But considering it's not even a whole like character in its own, I guess it's okay, but it's missing something. Well, when you mention it, Sarnak, I I get it, especially since the whole marketing thing was like, oh, why is Sonic a werewolf now, kind of thing. But I feel like you can explain the werehog a little bit in deeper detail without giving away who Chip is. So I think it should go in missing something niche, but that was the same thing that we would have to put Chip in missing something niche. So I'll give it to you. I think we can put it in. They got it right. It's a little too wordy though. I don't think I need it to be that long. I could be wrong, but I'll give it to the werehog. I'll give it to the werehog. If he's even in here. Oh, he's not even in here. Okay, we'll do. Who can we put in this place? We'll put Mighty in the werehog's place because him and the werehog fought each other in the Archie comics. So we'll do that for now. In case we need to move Archie. In case we need to move Mighty, I'll go ahead and do that. All right. Someone else give me a name to go over. Maria? Okay, hopping right into it. So, oh, this is a short bio. All right, Maria and then Gerald. Got you. So, Professor Gerald's granddaughter, Professor Gerald's granddaughter, a smart girl. Is that her name? Okay. Born with a weak constitution and suffering from an incurable disease, she moved to the space colony Ark for treatment. There, she was born with Shadow. And lived with him like a brother, but was involved in an incident that cost her her life. Yeah. I think, okay, we can for sure chalk it up to the translation, right? We can chalk it up to the translation, but is it just a translation issue? Is that it? Am I looking too deep into it? Just a translation? It might be just that. Let me read it again. No, they did. They did. Right here. She was involved. What was involved in an incident that cost him or cost her her life. She was born to a new life because Shadow was so influential. Yo, actually, hold on. Wait. Redmond, you're cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. Because she did say in Shadow Generations that she was bored until Shadow came along. And that because she didn't know her sister as well. Redmond, you're cooking. Oh. We're gonna chalk it up to translation, but Redmond just opened up a whole bunch of possibilities. They got it right. I'm gonna put her next to Shadow because it's only right. I wish they. I don't know why they cut off her face, but no, it is. Okay, and then you said Gerald afterwards. Okay. So, a super genius scientist who was hailed as the world's greatest mind and designed the space colony Ark and created the ultimate life form, Shadow. He is also Maria's grandfather and Dr. Eggman's grandfather. He was researching immortality in order to cure Maria, but was captured by a gun in order to freeze and cover up the project and was executed. Yes, she was reborn because Shadow also represented a new life without the disease. You're cooking. I appreciate what you're doing there. I like the foundation. Gerald, this is hard because I just did the video on it, so it's like I'm looking too deep into it. Because that's all he did was make the Ark, tried to cure Maria. No, they should have included his thing with Black Doom. They should have included his thing with Black Doom, especially because I'll go back to it in a second. Black Doom is on here. Oh, pages? Hello? Let me refresh that. Oops. Black Doom's not on here? Why is Black Doom not on the website? No, they didn't mention that at all. Why is Black Doom not on the website? Yeah, right. So as far as like the specifics, you're right. This is missing something niche, but it does well enough to know like, hey, this is who this person is, this is what they did, and are they alive or not? So you're right. But I'm curious as to why they didn't. Where is Gerald even on here? I don't think Gerald is on here. Okay, so we'll put the other Eggman, missing something niche. That's crazy. Why would they not? Wait a second. He's Black Doom. I don't think so, Frontier. Maybe up here? Frontier, I think. Frontier? Oh, Gerald? Oh, he is? My eyesight betrays me. Oh, the pink slippers. I see. My bad. I didn't see the pink slippers. That's kind of a funny Gerald render. Why does he need pink slippers on? Okay. So we'll very quickly go over all these other. Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? I don't see Black Doom anywhere. We'll very quickly go over these other ones. Chow, a fragile, ephemeral, oh, whoa, brain fart. Ephemeral and therefore pure, lovable life form with no set evolutionary direction. So how does the same website have the history of the ancients, but then not have that the Chow are relatives of the ancients? Oh, I grabbed the tier list of characters, and then Classic Shadow was just there. So that one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, okay, hold on. They generally live in clear water areas and by interacting with other life forms and absorbing their properties. They adapt to their environment and survive. So they kind of do mention the whole ancients thing here, but they don't say specifically the ancients, probably because once again, as Sarnak and a few others have pointed out, they want to like have you play the game. Do they even appear? They don't even appear on as a Sonic Frontiers thing. Okay. So Chow, I think we can put missing something niche. I think simply because they don't go into they don't go into all the detail, but I'll put them in. They got it right because Chow are very simple, right? Omo Chow. What's this about? A mysterious robot that appears everywhere, coming to teach you things you don't understand or providing live commentary on games. With a clear and energetic tone, he provides Sonic and his friends with useful info, whether they are on land, sea, or in the air. Other than that, the fact that there are a lot of them and that they are not of Dr. Eggman's robots, almost everything about them is shrouded in mystery. When, where, who, and how they were made are all unknown. I mean, yeah, you can't really mess up Omo Chow, so we'll put him in. They got it right. Yacker, they forgot that he's annoying. That's true, and that you can destroy every single robot you come across. So Yacker is one of the Wisp, aliens with mysterious powers who live on planet Wisp in a faraway space. He belongs to the White Wisp group, among many others. He was captured by Dr. Eggman but escaped, and then was rescued by Sonic and his friends, and set off on a journey with Sonic and Tails to get his friends back. Has a cheerful personality, and even though he can't speak the same language, he tries his best to communicate his feelings with gestures, and has become great friends with Sonic and the others. Once again, very simple. Can't mess up the Wisp. Are they on here though? Wisp are not even on here. I'll put the chocolate chow. Oh, Chocola. Yeah, I'll put Chocola there for now. Okay. Dodonpa, I don't know anything about him. I didn't play Team Sonic Racing. I've been thinking about doing it for a video, but I'm like, do I really want to spend $30 for that game when Crossworlds is coming out at some point this year? I don't think so. So I'm gonna just put Dodonpa and don't know enough about him. Okay. We're at the villains now, after long enough. Who do you guys want to see? Who do you guys want to see for the villains first and foremost? I'm not doing the Deadly Six, by the way. That's too many characters that no one really cares about. I see Metal in all caps by Frontier. Let's go ahead and do Metal. Let's see if they did Metal justice. Metal Sonic. A super high performance robot created by Dr. Eggman to counter Sonic. It looks to be designed, or it's designed to look like Sonic, and its original speed and power are comparable to the original. Yes. In the past, he gained consciousness through the improved performance of his AI chip and attempted to control the Eggman army by improving his own body, but was thwarted by Sonic and friends. Afterwards, he returned to his original obedient battle mecha by Dr. Eggman. I'll do Mephiles after Metal, I got you. And same here, Sarnak. I hope Crossworlds gets all the support in the world in post-game stuff. All that post-release stuff, that would be so beautiful. I'm so excited for that game. I'm so excited. But as far as Metal Sonic, pretty simple. Straightforward. He wants to beat Sonic. He wants to be Sonic. Or to, well, actually, no. He wants to be better. Yeah, why didn't they put that in here? Why didn't they put the fact that he wants to be better than Sonic in here? He is Sonic? Yeah, oh, missing, no. Yeah, you're right, no. Actually, slight revisions or something niche. My brain is telling me slight revisions. Yeah, that's a pretty important piece of Metal's history. I may not like it all the time. I wish he was more than that, but I feel like Metal Sonic definitely needs to be rewritten just a little bit. Yeah, slight revisions. Yeah, he needs to be fixed for sure on the website. I mean, they did good outside of that, but his whole Sonic identity crisis is huge. I actually still have to watch that video. I think it's a Chow Mix video, right? Next, where he says that Sonic CD is potentially the one where Sonic became Metal Sonic. Gotta watch that. And then I saw Mephiles as well. So let's go ahead and tap into Mephiles. Also, I hate that they use this old render, but I guess the website may have been made before Shadow Generations or before. Actually, I don't know when, but it's an old ass Mephiles render. Anyway, one half of Solaris, the god of fire, with a will of his own, who was sealed away by the Veil of Darkness. When the Veil of Darkness was destroyed, he copied Shadow's shadow and regained his form. A tricky being who tries to confuse and exploit people with mysterious words and actions. I think that's pretty simple. That's pretty simple. You know, I tried to make a case for Mephiles with that first video I dropped earlier this week, and a lot of people jumped on me. They're like, "Nah, he's just straight up evil." Before, yeah, so it makes sense. The earlier render, but yeah, a lot of people jumped on me when I tried to make a case for Mephiles, like just being upset at the world and how that didn't justify his actions. And while I agree, like literally being ripped from your other half is traumatizing for anyone. But I digress. I digress. So I think they hit the nail on the head with that one. Once again, simple character, simple ideals. Let's go ahead and put him in. They got it right. All right. We have Eggman, Orbot, Cubot, Sage, Chaos, and Infinite left. I guess we can do Zabok since he's the leader of the Zeddy. But who do you guys want to see? I think Memphis is pretty much evil, but I do like the twist that Shadow Generations is dead and the dude is trying to come back. Ripped into and then cast out of time and space. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Like that would traumatize anybody. I see a Chaos. Okay, let's go ahead and get Chaos. So, a mutant Chow with high intelligence and exceptional abilities. He has a gentle personality, and in ancient times, he gained the power of the Seven Emeralds to keep pure water around the altar and protect his kind from outside enemies. However, the Chow that Chaos was guarding were sacrificed by the warrior race that was Knuckles' ancestor, who came to steal the emeralds. Enraged by this, Chaos absorbed the seven emeralds and transformed into perfect chaos, going berserk. He caused a great flood and nearly destroyed the world. With Tikal's prayers, Chaos was sealed in the Master Emerald along with her consciousness and fell into a long slumber. The seven emeralds went missing, and those stones came to be as the Chaos Emeralds. Chaos and Eggman got you. I in the context in the context of Sonic Adventure 1, perfect. It does it well. Explains everything well, explains the backstory, what his motives were, why he did what he did, and the resolution. I think they do it well. How do you feel about that? We rocking with it? Okay. I thought so too. Just wanted to get some validation on that. Yeah, they did that. They did that. All right, and then Eggman. Let's go ahead and hop into him. Okay, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, aka Eggman. It is a fire song. I just found out that they did some instrumentation for this version of what I'm made of, since it's the Shadow Generations version. And I was so surprised because I'm like, oh, I didn't think they would actually go back and do that because it sounds the exact same, but the instruments had to be updated, of course. So here we go. All right, perfect. So for Dr. Eggman, A selfish and self-centered individual. Oh, selfish, self-centered, self-proclaimed evil genius scientist. He loves machines more than he loves food. He is extremely confident and proud and loses his temper easily. Although he has an extremely high IQ of 300 and is an excellent scientist, he plans to turn the world into Eggman Land without regard for the inconvenience it causes to others. He is a stubborn man who... Oh, hello, new follower. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Hey, how you doing, Stephanie? Hope your Saturday's going well. Welcome to the stream. We are currently putting Sonic characters in a tier list based on their new Sega Japanese website bios. So feel free to offer your input and we'll go from there. All of his plans are thwarted by Sonic, and defeating Sonic is his greatest wish, but deep down, he seems to have some fondness for Sonic. I'm glad they said that. It was, oh, I'm sorry. Was it actually loud? I apologize. I apologize. I don't know why it's not playing for me, Frontier. I have no clue why. But good to know that it was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it didn't play for me. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, folks. Okay. So now that your ears have stopped bleeding, hopefully you're doing well. How do we feel about the Eggman bio? I'm sure a grudging respects who that caused so much trouble for him. Yeah, there is definitely a mutual respect amongst the two. I'm doing well. Good to hear that you're doing well. I'm doing well, Stephanie. We've had a lot of engagement today. As you can see, conversations have been happening, but it's nice outside. The sun is finally out and we're having a grand old time. So I appreciate you stopping by. Real name not clear. I like that since his name was always Eggman in Jap. Oh, his name has always been Eggman? Oh. Thank you, Stephanie. I try to put together a decent. This is my first time doing something like a stream like this. I normally just play some games and have conversations about them. But I'm glad you're liking it. Glad you're liking it. Feels like the Eggman and Sonic, same way, same version. Same spider. Ooh. Yeah, the respect amongst these two is definitely mutual. Like, they hate each other, but they can't help but respect the hustle that each of them put up. I do play games. So I recently played, I'm playing through Devil May Cry on Thursdays right now. On Fridays, Stephanie, I'll play like some Sonic games, some Sonic fan games. Just having a good old time once again, since most of my stuff on YouTube is like for Sonic. And just once again, talk with everyone. And then Saturdays are usually like my community days, where I try to play games with everyone, but since we've played Marvel Rivals like 2 Saturdays in a row, wanted to switch it up a little bit. So here we are. Ooh, favorite game? That's a hard one. Probably Super Smash Brothers for fighting, and then Kingdom Hearts if we're talking about like RPGs. Julian and Ivor Robotic are both expert localization names. Okay. Makes sense. See, once again, the mistranslations with like localization is just ugh. But I think they hit Eggman on the head. Honestly, they did that. I'm gonna put it next to his counterpart. We're from West Coast, Best Coast, California. You see it. West Coast, Best Coast. All right, let's see. Yeah. Who else do you guys want to see me go over very quickly? I think the last interesting one is probably going to be Sage, but I do have Orbot and Cubot on the list in case you guys want to see me tackle them right now. I think, right? Yeah, they're on the list. Infinite? Okay. I stream every Thursday through Saturday. So 3 days out of the week, but that's because my like schedule for videos is usually like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday working, and then Thursdays for uploads. So not daily, but I do try to fit in those 3 days specifically. Sage is the only one left? Okay. For Infinite, he is a masked man with mysterious powers who is able to surpass... Wait. A masked man with mysterious powers who is able to surpass even Sonic's speed? With a jewel he wears on his crest, the Phantom Ruby, or chest, the Phantom Ruby, he creates a terrifying virtual reality. With this immense power, the Eggman Empire quickly expands its influence and comes to control 99% of the world. I don't know about that infinite bio. How do you guys feel about it? Oh yeah, go ahead. Just suggest whatever you think you need to. I'm all ears, Stephanie. And then you guys tell me how you feel about the infinite bio, because I don't like it all that much. It's just right? Started to watch it live. It's not a community of nice streamers. Hey. I actually haven't heard of Atarix or Rifts. Chalmex I do know, but I'll check out those other two. Yeah, man, I appreciate you being here, Redman. You make my day every time you show up, because you guys have been around a lot, so I do appreciate it, honestly. They didn't mention his rivalry with Shadow. Infinite does seem subbed, though. Subbed. Infinite does seem snubbed, though. Like, they forgot to mention the Shadow rivalry. The fact that he, for some reason, no, they forgot to mention his origin story, like with the Jackal Squad and all that. Okay, without spoiling much, Mr. Holmes, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, Stephanie, I am trying to like slowly but surely get into the space to like add more things and make it fancy and whatnot. But it's been like a slow and steady increase. My first stream was all over the place. So this is a lot better than where I came from, but we're getting there. We're getting there eventually. I just worked on the alerts this week and I had to turn down the volume for them a little, but it's getting there. Another case of how much can we say with how little screen time they got. Yeah. Yeah. I think we give Infinite. I'll put him next to Chip. Only because the comic with the Jackal Squad was like super niche and not everyone got a chance to read it. The Shadow rivalry was like in a DLC and it's not entirely necessary per se. You guys can disagree if you think that I'm wrong, but I don't think the Infinite the rivalry with Shadow is that it's actually not even a rivalry. It's like a one-sided beef. I don't think it's that important. Hey, Funny Boy Sands, welcome back. I'm a graphic designer who creates various streaming assets. Oh, okay, for sure. My email, I don't know if it's on my Twitch, Stephanie, but my email should definitely be on my YouTube. Go ahead and send me an email and then we can connect and then go from there. Funny boy, you've missed some deep conversations about like all these characters. Amy is all the way down there, so I don't. Man. Do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord. Let me see. Yeah, I do have a Discord. So you can just email me and then I'll send it to you there. No Instagram, unfortunately. Oh, in chat? Sure. Let me go here. Bye. There you go. So let's go back to this. And then Sage, I saw. So let's go ahead and do her. So a girl with mysterious aura. Originally, she was from the latest, or she was the latest artificial intelligence program created by Dr. Eggman. There are still many mysteries surrounding the power she gained by hacking into the cyberspace of Starfall Islands and accessing the information stored there of an ancient civilization. They did. I don't like how they did. What do you guys think about Sage's bio? Sent the request. Okay, I'll go ahead and accept it once the stream is done. But thank you for sending it. Appreciate it. Stage's bio is lacking a lot, but I guess since Frontiers is not the latest, but like the second latest. Yeah. It's wait, Elise has a new design? Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Hold on, we'll get to the Elise design in a second. I don't know how I feel about I guess since they said themselves there's many mysteries, we can put her in missing something niche? Maybe? You think it's correct? Okay. We got one for correct. What does everyone else think? Because Frontiers, keep in mind, Frontiers is now 3 years old. Which is crazy to think, but Frontiers is now 3 years old, so we have to keep that in mind. They give ample information to know about her existence, but not enough to spoil her fate and path in Frontiers. Okay. We're kind of like, yeah. It's... I'm gonna... I don't know how to feel about that one specifically. There we go. All right, just accepted it. I don't know how to feel about Sage. I don't know how to feel about Sage. But I'll put her there. At the very tail end. At the very tail end. Okay. We'll take a look at Orbot and Cubot just to see. An aid and a chore robot created by Dr. Eggman, a pair with a square Cubot. Orbot is highly intelligent, serious, and reliable. He faithfully follows orders at the behest of his master and does his job diligently, but sometimes angers Dr. Eggman with his sarcastic remarks. He is in charge of making the right remarks when Cubot makes funny jokes. Oh. Hold on. Next, you're right. Next, you're right. Well, okay, no, they didn't mention it, but to be fair, Mr. Holmes did say that they wanted to like not give away too much potentially. So I think it's fine where she is for now. I think it's fine. As far as Orbot and Cubot, they're kind of just there, or at least for Orbot, since he's the first one. I'll put him at. They got it right, but like loosely. I guess. Actually, no. Let's put them in Why Are You Even Here? Oh, not Maria. Let's put them in Why Are You Even Here? I think Orbot and Cubot can go on Why They're Even Here. Yeah, I agree. I think keeping Sage's like how she views Eggman for right now is good because that is kind of a pivotal plot in the game. So I think that's good. I think that's good. For sure, Frontier. Okay. And then Deadly Six, we'll just do Zavok. Oh Jesus. Why does he have one of the longest bios in this on this website? Okay. The leader of, I'm gonna assume that means the Deadly Six. He studied under what is the guy's name? Master Six, I guess. A legendary warrior who had demonstrated all martial arts, who had mastered all martial arts and is known as the strongest amongst the Zeti, the demon race. Even Master Six acknowledges his fighting prowess. He has a strong love of fighting, but unlike Zaz, this is driven by a thirst for strength, wanting to find someone stronger than himself and defeat him. He's also very calm and intelligent, and although he can be a bit forceful, his instructions are accurate and he is respected as a leader. He treats his martial arts teacher, Master Sticks, I guess, with great respect and speaks to him in a polite language. I mean, I guess. Welcome back, Frontier. That was fast. I guess for Zavok, this is fun. I mean, he's just kind of... He's kind of there. I'll put him in. They got it right, I guess. Yeah, Zabak is there. Okay. Not touching all these other ones, but that's it. Now, is there anyone that you guys think needs to be changed? This is full screen right now. Does anyone need to be changed? How do we feel about the final list? Yeah, so Supersonic is dictated by, or he's like represented, quote unquote, by the Avatar. So it's a little weird, but okay for a bio to give a simple understanding of the character. Fans should go further, understand the nuance of the character. So putting Jet for caring about his teammates isn't right. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Mr. Holmes, you have a point. You have a point. To be honest, I don't think this is about. I don't think that is. Oh, ooh. So hold on. Let me focus. Let me focus on Mr. Holmes's comment. Do we think can Jet go there, given that there's no external media that accurately goes into? Let me see. Okay, no, actually, you're right. Holmes, you're right. You're right. You're right. Plus, it kind of says here, it insinuates he has a strong sense of responsibility to lead the team as a team or as a leader. I think, I think you've made your case. Sonic movie 3-4 pack. Ooh. Oh, like the 4 pack with the movies and the shows. Understandable. And then next, what were you talking about? Who are you gonna write like Battle Beast from Invincible? And then check. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check my Discord for sure. Thank you, Stephanie. I think this is a solid standing. Yeah, but even without the IDW ones, I mean, well, not without it, but they do kind of mention his sense of responsibility as a team leader. So yeah, I gave Jet the they got it right because I think they do just because of that line where it says he feels responsible as team leader. So yeah, I get that. Hmm. I like the list. I like the final list. Not supersonic. Not supersonic. Okay, so supersonic. If we weren't, so you want supersonic, once again, represented by the Avatar. Where would you like supersonic, or where do you think he should go, Redman? Ah, okay. I see. I see. Yeah, battle. Ooh, that's a good comparison. I think he could work as a battle beast type of character. In fact, that's probably what they wanted to do. One tier lower, something niche. Something niche. Supersonic there, huh? Let me go back to his bio real quick. However, because he consumes energy while transformed, he can only maintain the form. Hmm. Um, I can concede. I can concede something niche. For sure, funny boy. See you later. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I get what you're saying about Zab. Like, he definitely gives me Battle Beast vibes after further inspection. It kind of is. Because Supersonic does go through rings kind of fast. It's why you have to keep getting them. Hmm. I think because of the nuances, we can put Supersonic in something niche. Just because it's like very, very specific. The energy needed has always been implied by the ring. Hmm. Hmm. That's true. And for someone who's not experiencing or who hasn't experienced Sonic before, they're like, "Oh, what is this energy?" And they don't want to look into the whole details of the. So having a lemon on seems through the character then infinitely fast. Okay, you make a good case. You make a good case. I don't know, Redmond. One, rings are mentioned very little. Two, GP. Since with it, three, base Sonic cannot run a black hole. Hmm. Hmm. Let's take a look at the. Let me see. Do they mention shuffle in the history? Oh yeah, they don't mention. They don't mention. They mention shuffle. They mention shuffle. Oh. Wait, hold on. So wait, my question is once again, as someone who's never played shuffle, does he outrun a black hole like in a mini game, or does he only outrun shuffle like, or does he outrun the black hole like as part of the story? The main story. Oh, okay. Hmm. But then we also we have to. This is a dream. This is a dream as well, though. We have to remember that. A couple of Milburn says papers. I said scissors. I want he shot me. Said Matthew. Oh, shuffle. We might have to. Shuffle is. I was not expecting Sonic Shuffle to be the split for Supersonic. That's crazy. Ooh. Yeah, I was not expecting the shuffle split here. Okay. How about this? How about this? Executive decision as Mr. Streamer Man. We put it in passable. We put it in passable. I love the Evil Kitty memes, Matthew. They're so funny. They're so funny. Is passable okay? Okay, I got two okays. Sarnak, Mr. Holmes, are we okay with passable? Okay. Mr. Holmes, are you in agreement? That's 3 out of 4. I need your final say. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna assume and speak on his behalf that we're all in agreement for passable. Yeah. So I think that calls for a nice little quick. Oh, Frontier, you. So, Frontier, to catch you up very quickly, even though I just scrolled up, apparently Sonic Shuffle is canon, and Sonic himself in base can run at light speed, or just above light speed, because he outrun a black hole in this game. And so, therefore, we put Supersonic in the passable tier because they have him in his bio as sublight. But Redmond's like, no. Okay, okay, yeah, Frontier. We have 3 passables, but what do you think? And it was in base. Yeah, Sonic Shuffle being the breaking point is insane. I was saying there's more of an estimate served outright statement of his speed. Okay. That's true as well. It seems like we're all in agreement of passable though, so Supersonic passable for. So if I get rid of the extras very quickly, let me see. This was Arium. Don't really need her, but she can stay. I feel final verdicts tier list is good. It's crazy that Sonic is not in any capacity correct except for his classic iteration, especially since that's the complete opposite that everyone was talking about. Yeah, they didn't think that through at all, Sarnak, at all. But I guess Warhog is here. Well, he's represented by Mighty, but pretty solid list. Pretty solid list. Now, I do have to go soon, but before I do that, how do you guys feel about doing a power scaling tier list real quick, or power scaling tournament? Yes, no, maybe so. I think it was at the very top. Oh, where was it? I just saw it. Power scaling? Okay, okay. It has to be quick though, because I do have to go soon. Let's do where was it? Was it oh bet no, okay. We'll do power scaling, but it'll be based on like of all time. Oh, there's only 4. What the hell? I'll go back. It wasn't that one. To lose this opportunity. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna be able to find the exact one that I had. Oh, strongest Sonic character. Okay. We're not doing 128. We'll do 64. We'll do 64. Okay. Deadly Six hate aside. Deadly Six hate aside. Think about who wins this. Think about who wins this. Zavok? I don't know if it's gonna be strictly to the mainline canon, so we'll figure it out. But you guys say Zavok, so I'll give him Zavok. It. This is Eraser Jin. This is Eraser Jin. Hmm. Hold on, let me sit down for this one. 1 second. Hold on, hold on. This one is difficult. Sonic was said to get stronger every second, so it's usually the later villain. Who's stronger he is? Oh. I have no head against the Deadly Six, so I say ends. That's fair. Silver still has his powers as a knight. But it's really just Silver and armor and a sword. But Black Doom has chaos control. Black Doom has chaos control. Like on a whim, even without the emeralds, I'm pretty sure. We hear him after Shadow Generations or him before. Ooh. Let's say this is Shadow Generations Doom. So like still, yeah, still base Doom, but base Doom is pretty strong, like by himself. I'm gonna. Black Doom, Black Doom, Black Doom, Black Doom wins. Oh, Super Silver versus King Arthur. Oh yeah, so I'm glad I chose Black Doom then. Yeah, Super Silver wins. Super Silver wins. If this is supposed to be Super Silver, Supers win by default. That's true. Oh, it is right. Perfect timing. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So Black Doom wins that fight for sure next. Supreme wins only because this isn't a super. Hurting super. Yeah. I feel like Wyvern wins this because as far as we know, the Death Egg robot doesn't have any anti-air capabilities. It could be enhanced, but if we're talking about just like raw technology, Wyvern wins this easily. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. This is this doesn't even count. This shouldn't count. Why is this on the list? Okay. For the meme, because well, actually, Shara can only grant like feasible wishes. This is evil, yeah. The guy on the right, I have no idea what to do. Yeah, Supersonic 2 or Starfall Supersonic, however it is. Cream and cheese. I okay. See, that's kind of unfair because cream and cheese are just going to win the entire bracket. I feel. I feel. Diablon versus the final weapon is. Where is the final weapon from? -1 damage. Frontier Diablon is from Shadow the Hedgehog. I want to say it's when you're doing. It's when you're on the Black Comet and you do the Dark Mission. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know where the final weapon is from. Oh, my bad. Frontier, the Diablon is from Shadow the Hedgehog when you do the Dark Mission on the Black Comet and I want to say the gun base. The Sonic boss fight. Oh, really? Wait, this one is a super boss? Final weapon? Oh. This Shadow, yeah, Shadow had to fight Sonic and Diablon. Hmm. Sonic was there, yeah. So is this oops. To be fair, okay, if the final weapon is really just this, then all Eggman did was use that to run away. So I think Diablon wins. Diablon wins. Let's just say Diablon wins. Oh. Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Coughing Baby. Hydrogen Bomb. Really? The Coughing Baby? Hell no. Yeah, Hydrogen Bomb. Hell, Hydrogen Bomb. Oof. I'm sorry. Marine secretly OP? Marine secretly OP? Possibly? No, I'm kidding. Shade wins. Shade wins. By like a landslide. Shade wins. Oh, but she is a pirate. She is a pirate. But Shade has more martial arts knowledge. So I'm gonna go with Shade. Blaze versus the Egg Golem. Sonic took it out super easily. It's not even a competition. I would hope you're kidding. I would hope so. Blaze wins this by a landslide, though. The Forces boss wins. Yeah, 100%. Let me see. Burning Blaze, yeah, I think so. But in this one, I want to say Mephiles. I mean, I want to say it's obviously Mephiles. Oh, Zero, this is Uwufufu. I'll put the website in the description or in the comment section once I'm done. Black Dragon versus the Heavy Rider. This one is pretty unfair though. Methinks. Pretty obvious. Pretty obvious, right? Heavy Rider? No. Nah. Not the Heavy Rider. Defense. Oh, okay. If these are Egg Robos with the Phantom Ruby, then yes. But then we have to give the Phantom Ruby to everyone. The Motobug carries. Okay, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. Oh. Honestly, Gamma could probably take out Chaos. Zero. Yeah, if Tails can take out Chaos 4, Gamma can take off Chaos. Gamma can take Chaos 0. Super Horn. Nah, yeah, the dragon was nah. Dragon had to go. Ooh, wait a second. We have some competition right now. Chaos v Gamma. See some dissecting that needs to happen. Just keep in well, Eggman's machines weren't really all that good in SA1. People were saying Chaos though. Hmm. It's Chaos. It's Chaos Zero, and you just gotta tap him on the head. And Gamma has the range advantage. So since it's Chaos Zero, I'm gonna go with Gamma. Only for that fact. Okay, yeah. If it was any version besides Chaos Zero, you're right. You're right. I will say though, unironically, anywhere in the road, see how many screwed. True. That's true. Next. Yeah, I got what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Unironically, since the comet can't really do anything, like this is just the comet itself. But I think Big wins because I mean it's Big. He'll find some comical way to make it happen. Uh, who made this tier list, or who made this competition list? If Sonic had to go super, if Sonic had to go super to beat Giganta, what is Charmy going to do in this situation? Yes, Coffee and Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. I'm going with the Hydrogen Bomb on this one. I'm sorry. Oh, well, this is easy. Super forms because Sonic beat this one in base. That one's easy. Oh. Hmm. I was thinking Amy, but just the visual of Amy messing up a Dark Chow is kind of crazy. Like, it's not a pleasant thought. Yeah, Charmy needed the Chaos Emeralds ASAP. I'm gonna go with Amy. But it's a dark thought. Oh, I mean, come on now. See? This one is just plain. I like the Shadow Child because it just looks cuter, in my opinion. Plus the red streaks make it look nice. Definitely Iblis though. I agree. Classic Tails versus the Conductor. Considering that Classic Tails, it's not funny at all. Consider. Oh wait, no. Classic Tails is lower than Modern Tails. Okay, so no. Classic Tails gets absolutely whooped here. Classic Tails gets whooped here. Ooh. I don't know why it's yellow. That was an interesting thing to see. I will say. I had to choose Classic Tails, Redman. I'm sorry. Methinks he was in Gens. You're right. I should. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But for now, he is out of existence. He went poof. This one is interesting though because you needed two people to win the fight. Actually, did you need two people? Let me see. Yeah, I was gonna say Mighty fought Metal Sonic Kai, and he won. So I kind of got to give it to Metal Sonic Kai. See? In Mania. Oh, in Mania 2. Okay, so yeah, gotta give it to Mighty then. Ooh. This one is kind of a wash in favor of the Egg Dragoon. It does have all the like unique attributes of the Dark Gaia Beast. So the fire, the ice, and then the electricity. So I think I'll give it to the Egg Dragoon, even though Vector has proven capable many times. And it also depends on which version of the Egg Dragoon. But I think overall, Vector would have a hard time, so I'm gonna go with Egg Dragoon. Oh. So if, hear me out. If Supersonic, it wasn't even Supersonic. If Sonic in Golden Knight armor can solo Merlina, how is Supersonic, like base Supersonic, not gonna win? That's Merlina. I think, yeah. See, Sarnak, you get it. Vector, I think Vector's gonna make his name known in that fight. I think so. I think so. Yeah, and Sonic did win, so you're right. You're right. Zeroed, you're right. I don't think Wave's been shown to have any physical capabilities outside of swinging her wrench around, but also neither has Tikal, since she quite literally had to sacrifice herself in order to stop something. So I think I have to give it to Wave just for the capabilities that she does have. You know? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I give this to Wave just because she lugs the wrench and it's nothing versus something. Ooh, but Tikal can call chaos. Well, actually, no. The Master Emerald has to be shattered. The Master Emerald has to be shattered, I believe. Because chaos can't. Oh no, can chaos just appear? I feel like there was a scenario in the comics where chaos was just around, but he wasn't doing anything. But that might have been the Archie comics. But yeah, I think Wave wins it though, under the assumption that Tikal can't call chaos. Yeah. Super Amy versus Mecha Sonic Mark II. What are we thinking? We've never seen a Super Amy in action though. But I can only assume, yeah, I can only assume that it's close. Super, yeah, right. Super Mecha Sonic Mark II. Mega Sonic can hang with Knuckles. Amy helps save Field and Frontiers. But if base Knuckles can be in Super Amy, Def should. Okay. I'm gonna go with Amy, considering that. Okay. Can Amy beat Knuckles? Ooh. Because Mecha Sonic has the missiles and the speed. But we can assume Amy's speed gets up to when she's Super Amy. And if, well, okay, no, but to hear me out, if regular Amy can lift one of those hold on, let me see if I can look it up. Like Amy was able to lift one of these with silver, but she did most of the heavy lifting. So if somehow, some way, Tails was able to make like a super big hammer, I think Amy would just win the fight. What do we think? Plus, as everyone said, Knuckles was able to beat Mecha Sonic, Super Mecha Sonic. I think Amy takes it. But the more versatile, yeah. Yeah, it's, ooh, this one is tough. Okay. All right, final votes. Final votes. Amy, Mechasonic. Put a 1 for Amy, 2 for Mechasonic. Super Mechasonic or Super Amy. Ones or twos? Ones or twos? Okay. Hey, Hypershatic. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing all well. Oh, but I see a lot of ones. The more, okay. Amy, it is. Sorry, Super Mecha. Mecha Knuckles versus Chaos 1. Hey, how's your day going? What are the feats of Mecha Knuckles? What are the feats? I mean, he only appears in Sonic Advance 1. He gets taken out pretty easily. Yeah, Mecha Knuckles in this case is the one from Sonic Advance 1. I think we got to give it to Chaos. Yeah, I don't think we've even seen Chaos 1 move, like do anything in the game. But I'm going to give it to Chaos 1. I'm going to give it to Chaos 1. Rouge or Dr. Eggman? I mean, she's beaten Dr. Eggman plenty of times. Granted, it was in Heroes when she was working as a team with Shadow and Omega. But she's also tricked Eggman enough where she knows her way around. Yeah, I think Rouge is the obvious winner here. Yeah. Mechasonic Mark 1 versus, oh, I mean, Omega is the strongest robot, so it's outside of Mechasonic or Metal Sonic, of course. So just by lore aspects, it's Omega, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. We're all in accordance then. No, because you need the no. Avatar doesn't win this. Avatar doesn't win at all because you need the Chaos Emeralds to neutralize the negative aspects of the. No, I don't. Avatar doesn't win, Sarnak. Unless the Avatar knows how to use the Chaos Emeralds, which enforces they're not really a thing. I don't think Avatar wins. The Phantom Ruby. Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Phantom Ruby. Oh, the Phantom Ruby prototype. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, this one is easy. This is Neo Metal. Right off the bat, it's pretty easy. Pretty simple. Yeah, I was just under the assumption. Just wanted to make sure because that means you can just spin dash into this guy's arms and then that's it. Go ahead. Tailstar versus Artificial Chaos. I don't I don't know what this matchup is supposed to be. Like, what are we supposed to do with this? We haven't seen the Tailstar do anything in anything. I mean, the Archie comics, he transforms into like this huge kaiju, but that's only thing I got here is who would be more annoying enemy to face in the gameplay setting. But like the artificial chaos also leave themselves exposed. So like in SA2, how they just boom, and then all the little bits will just start to explode and like by themselves. I think this is just a. I think this is just like a voting. So 1 for Tails Doll, 2 for Artificial Chaos. Prototype 100. Ones or two. Yeah, just one attack too, but in Friday Night Funkin', yeah, that's true. Sonic EXE. 2 1 2 2 2 It's like 2 is going to be the majority. Okay. Sorry, Tails doll. You're just another step in the road. Okay. Oh, this one is a good one. Oh, this one is a good one. Mmm. Yeah, okay, no mention of Shadow Generations. This is a good one. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so we have the simple beast versus the smart individual debate. Okay. Can Black Doom transform? No, we can't say Black Doom can transform because this is Iblis fight 1. So if there's no transformation for Iblis, there can't be a transformation for Black Doom. Silver tanks Iblis in base, and Shadow needs super form to defeat Doom. Well, actually, no. Because in Shadow the Hedgehog, Redman, you can beat Doctor Doom. You can beat Black Doom, if you do the hero mission in like a couple of stages, like with no super emerald or no emeralds. So this is like base form for both, like because they each have their own respective boss fights. I'm of the same mind, Zero, but I want to say only because I don't know if Iblis is affected by chaos control, because Black Doom has that in base, similar to Solaris. Oof, yeah. Still Shadow versus Silver, and we saw what happens. Yeah, damn. I'm gonna give it to Black Doom because he has the power of intelligence on his side. Iblis is a powerhouse, yes, but Black Doom, with everything that he can do just by himself, not even including his army, I gotta give it to Black Doom. I have to give it to Black Doom. I have to. I have to. I have to. Sorry. This one is a wash. It's easy. It's Amy. Super Amy at that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Doom. Oh, the Doom versus Iblis was good. That was good. Super Amy washes though. Oh, I'm sorry, Gamma. Gamma, you're out of here. Gamma is out. I mean, this one's pretty simple. Amy knows how to swing her hammer very well. So, yeah, Gamma's getting cooked. I'm going to give it to Classic Amy, though. I'm going to give it to Classic Amy. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yo! Super Shadow versus Burning Blaze. They both have projectiles. Blaze has been stated to be slightly slower than Sonic, so there is that. There is that, even in super form. Slightly slower than Sonic. But Blaze is also a powerhouse, where Shadow is more of like an all-arounder, where he doesn't really excel at anything. Because he has Chaos Blast, Chaos Spear, obviously he can teleport. But Blaze can dead ass just build a firewall, fire tornado, etc., etc. His fight against Solaris, okay. Okay, yeah. And from the fact that she's been power crept, yeah. Versions, this is Shadow the Hedgehog, so 2005. Super Shadow, and then I'm assuming Sonic Rush. And yeah, the only like instance of Chaos Control Blaze has experience with is when they went into that rift in Sonic Rush. Yeah. That's I say Shadow. One for Shadow, two for Blaze. One for Shadow, two for Blaze. That's tough. Like she controls fire, so she can put out his skates. No, wait. She can put out his skates. She controls everything fire related. Okay. I see more ones. I see more ones. That's gonna be the majority. Yeah. Oh, I don't think this is anything because Rouge works for Gun and she obviously knows how their machines work. So I don't know if that's I think yeah. I think Rouge is gonna be the winner here. Redman, you can't smash the robot. You can't smash the robot, man. What would Rouge think of you if you smashed the robot? Give it to Rouge though. Oof. Um. Yes. Fair. The buffering. Considering Big helped defeat Metal Overlord. I mean, okay, if we're talking Big solo, then yeah. Okay. I was trying to be analytical, but I see. Okay, no, I see one big. I see one big. Neo Metal. I see more Neo Metal. Okay, we'll go with him. Oh well, this one is just okay. I don't even. We don't need to discuss that. Oh, this is the answer, right? This is the answer. It makes the most sense. Tell me if I'm wrong. Really, chaos. Cheese solos, cream and cheese. Okay. Silver. Oh well, I mean, silver washes. It's super silver. Mighty is. We haven't seen Mighty yet. What the hell? Mighty is pretty hard, and spikes don't affect him. So I'm gonna give it to Mighty. I think Mighty gets it. Mighty did fight him in Mania. That's right. That's right. Hold on one sec. Yeah. Eraser Jin or the Egg Dragoon? I feel like the Egg Dragoon gets this. Against base Eraser Jin, I'm pretty sure Egg Dragoon wins. Okay. One for Egg Dragoon, one for Eraser Jin. Dragoon, okay. Looks like majority is going to be Dragoon. Pretty sure. Go with him. Ooh. That is true. Sonic is at 50%. I don't like this Death Egg robot at all. But also, it took Supersonic to take out Giganto when it took just three. Yeah, yeah, no. Giganto, all the way. This one is, I mean, Tails didn't beat the conductor, but I'm pretty sure the Avatar can beat the. Right? Especially with the Wisp on, I'm pretty sure. All he has to do is set the train on fire. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I figured. Omega, my sweet baby boy, you are out of here. This is Supersonic 2. Maybe regular Supersonic, but this is Supersonic 2. Omega, you're out of here, buddy. Ah. How do we feel about this? For sure, Hypershatic. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I will catch you later. Hope you have a good rest of your day, though. For sure. See you next time, man. How do we feel about this, though? Wyvern? Okay. If this is base Mephiles, then I think Wyvern, just because of the area, yeah, the area of control that he has with like missiles and. I think Wyvern. Okay. Oh well. Oh damn, Mephiles. Dang. Needed a super form. That's true. That's true. What? This one is pretty simple. This is a Wyvern. Wyvern, the Wyvern for version Supersonic. Yeah, yeah. Gotta remember that it takes Supersonic to take out these guys. Wyvern washes Rouge though. Damn. Oof. If we're talking feats, this is classic Amy, and this is like cream and cheese. So yeah, yeah. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Oh, I mean, well, no. By design, Supreme is the final Titan, like the lead Titan. So it has to be Supreme. Like it absolutely has to be. Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, I mean, Supersonic couldn't take out the final Titan. Sir, these are the same. When you see this Redman, you see the same person, right? These are the same people. But I mean, Supersonic 2 is yeah, basically regular versus upgraded. Supersonic 2. Super Silver, if base Sonic can take out Egg Dragoon. It's a fight with your inner demons, Zero. You know, you gotta fight those demons to get out to the other side and be a better person. But Super Silver for the win. I'm sorry, Avatar, Neo Metals kicking your ass. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Mm, I mean, I already know what you guys are going to say, but let me know what you think about this. Avatar Phantom Ruby. I forgot about the Phantom Ruby. I forgot about the Phantom Ruby. That's true. Amy, okay. Shadow based off of feats. I got 2 Shadow, 3 Shadow. More smashable. Shadow is very smashable, so I'm assuming that is your vote. I'm gonna have to go with Shadow. Mighty is getting washed here. He's never even met Black Doom. Like this is from canon, not a canon, but this is just, you know, I'm gonna go with Black Doom. No objections. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna go with Black Doom. Just for the fun. Supreme or Neo Metal? Supreme or Neo Metal? Supreme. Oh, okay. This is closer. This is closer, really? This is not Metal Overlord. This is just Neo Metal Sonic. Really. Hmm. Plus, this is okay. This is a Supreme that naturally has that evolution at the end of the fight or the second phase. So I think we have to give it to Supreme because oh wait, but it's not Metal Overlord. But see, you need the Chaos Emeralds to like officially transform. But he did transform into. Mm, if we give Supreme his second phase in the fight, we have to give Neo Metal Overlord and Super Neo Metal. You know what Supreme because it would be weird saying a far weaker version of modern Supersonic. Okay. Nope. Next sold it. Next sold it. It's Supreme. It's Supreme. Next sold it. He sold me on it. This one is easy. If regular Supersonic can take out Wyvern, Super Shadow can damn sure take out. Yeah. Shadow is wiping the floor, wiping the absolute floor with Wyvern. Doesn't even matter if it's like Shadow 05. Wyvern's getting wipes. And that's true. This one is easy because Super Shadow took out Black Doom. So, I mean, no objections, I'm assuming. Silver, yeah. I think Silver takes the cake, especially since that's base. Oh, cream and cheese. I'm sorry. You had a good run. You made it to what is this, top 16? But Supersonic 2 is regrettably wiping the floor with you. You are out of here. You are out of here. It is evil. It is evil. This matchup shouldn't even be a thing. Does Cheese solo Supersonic 2 though? Supersonic 2. 2. Ancient technology Sonic in a super form. Yeah. Supersonic 2 wiping the floor with cream and cheese. Same thing, Super Shadow wiping the floor. If you wipe the floor with Wyvern, he's wiping the floor with Supreme. So, hate to say it. Super Sonic. Oh, well, that's not fair. Okay, I already know how this is going to go. It's Supersonic 2. Yeah, Sonic. It's just that 2 at the end of it. It's that 2 at the end of it. It's that 2. Oh, he's going to win the entire thing. That's not fair. Hold on. Wait. Time out. Would this matchup be more fair if it was Doomwing Shadow? Would it be more fair if it was Doomwing Shadow? Because I think Doomwing Shadow. No? Really? Okay. I stand corrected. Supersonic 2 wins. Yeah. Supersonic 2 wins. Okay. Has one Chaos Emerald. You're right. All right. Supersonic 1. Supersonic 2 1. Makes sense. I mean, he's the strongest form that we have thus far, so by default. By default. Okay then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for being here. I thought I was on to something with Doomwing Shadow, maybe Super Doomwing Shadow, but that's not a thing, unfortunate. But yeah, yeah, pleasure doing this all with you. Tier lists, I think we did good. Strongest character, I didn't know it was gonna be just that. Everyone else though is eh. Super Dooming Shadow. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would call it close too. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for the day. I will see you guys next week. I'm gonna try to do 2 videos, but do not hold me to that because life has been busy. But of course, I will try my best to do it. Thursday though is for sure gonna be a video. I will stream again next Thursday as well, and we're gonna be continuing Devil May Cry 5. So if you want to come and hang out, by all means, come and do that. But I do hope the rest of you have a great Saturday, the rest of your day, evening, morning, night, whatever it may be. And yeah, we'll catch you all later. Goodbye.